right, it says we're live.
They want to get fined. You get a leg in the league, but you get a nice one. It's not congratulations. You got to pay this. Monte Adams got fined. When I was there, the coach, he was going to make an example. He was late like 5 minutes. Fine.
Yeah.
I think it was like 5K.
That's long. How much should I start at the time?
I think about the bro play. You can play with some players, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I just found out last week.
I'm like, damn.
man. All right, I'll open this up.
Oh, no, I got a hoodie. Water. Appreciate it for thinking about me.
All right, Shalom. With the Hebrew Israelites, all right, coming to you week in and week out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of this wicked kingdom and to lift up the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. But before we go any further, I give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Kakodash. The ones Apostle Elder Millstone. All right, peace to the elect. And hey man, we're just gonna jump right into it. Lord willing, camp let's edifying.
Can you get Matthew 24, 103 and the world? Get to the false prophets.
Okay.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, and verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
Yep, study to show thyself approved. And you're going to study. Study is a form of worship. You know, when we worship Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, we're commanded to worship in spirit and in truth. How can you receive the truth of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai if you're not studying, man? You know, you're not going into the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. You're not absorbing it. You're eating the whole roll. You know, you just hear for hearsay. You're here to hang out like it's a barbecue. You know, because a lot of groups out here, that's what they raise, man. They don't raise up men of knowledge. They raise up numbers.
Right.
You know, they don't raise up men that are going to teach men also. They raise up, you know, again, for shits and giggles, man. They say we got the biggest Israelite camp in the world. You know, it's IUIC shit. You know.
Did you watch Dallas camp last night?
Yeah, that's kind of took me off.
Yeah.
You know, it was weird, man. The first sign that you can tell he was weird is because he walked up holding his woman's hand, which ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, but you coming up a bunch of men holding your woman's hand, you already in the wrong spirit, man. You should tell her, go to the side, man. Let's talk like men. She don't got nothing to do with this.
Right.
She all on the camera and stuff.
Yeah, now she
You
walks.
Yeah, exactly. She like, damn, who this nigga? Who did? You know, making you look dumb and
Right.
shit.
Knowledge is power. Now women are drawn to power.
And that's true, you know. But again, you know, going to what's going on is, as it says in Hosea 4 and 6, somebody probably get that.
I got you.
Like, people go destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. But go ahead and finish that.
Okay, I'll start from the top again. This is 2 Timothy,
you
chapter
want,
2, and verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed.
Yep. A workman means when you're studying, it takes work, man. You know, it's that diligence. You know, because some things they might come naturally, you know, but some things you gotta go into, man. Repetition. That Apostle Paul always goes into. It's a father of skill. It's like a muscle memory. You know, you never forget how to ride a bike if you've been riding your bike since you've been 5, 10 years old, man. You know, you just get back on it and that rust come off. Same with hooping. You might not be able to move as much. You still got that little, you know. You start shooting, you start feeling that rhythm, the ball coming off your fingers. Yeah. Like, okay, you know. So that's how it is with this knowledge, man. You know, especially us coming out of the world, you know, you should be hungering for the truth, man. You should be wanting more like Pac-Man. But what happens, again, Jake gets complacent. It's like any other situation they get themselves into. And they lay down and they get lazy, man. You know? But go ahead.
Rightly dividing the word of truth.
Rightly dividing the word of truth. How do you rightly divide the word of truth? Line upon line, precept upon precept, man. You know, being drawn from the breast. You know, here a little, there a little. You know, a lot of you guys just know, you know, Deuteronomy 28:68. You know how to get into certain other things like, you know, John 3:16, which is beautiful, but you got to go past that, man. You know, you still calling on Christ. That guy was calling on Christ, man. That means he's the deceivable seed. He's not taking heed to the commandment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. It's not to say that in the book of Proverbs. What is his son's name? What is his name? What is his son's name? If thou can tell. You know, meaning it's a mystery, man. And again, Jakes, our people, you know, they become twice the child of hell because why? Because they're tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of hand of men, man. You know, they get themselves trapped in something they can't get out of because, again, Jake is not thinking for themselves. You know, they're being simple. You got something? That. What you got?
Hosea 4.
Yeah, Hosea 4. Yeah,
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6, and it reads, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge."
Yep. So a lack of knowledge, you know, not in the sense that it's not out here. You know, this wisdom abundant, you know, on the internet. Literally tens of thousands of videos, you know, that elders, brothers have put up, that have been put out in the cosmos, man, for you to learn, man. You know, to grow. But what? Jake, again, they don't want knowledge, man. They want simplicity, man. In the world sense. Not in Yahweh Shai. They want to do what the hell they want to do, man. They want to click up, make this shit like it's a gang or something. You know, what you bang? You know, they talk about camp banging and stuff. You know, you got an academy of niggas being raised up in ISPK, you know, real nigga university. You know, and that's okay for you to involve yourself in shit like that, man. That should be red flags going off your head, man. That says in the book of Malachi. You be able to discern who serves the Lord and who doesn't, man. Because ultimately you guys don't fear the Lord. Go ahead.
Hey, not to cut you off. And I've even heard like in like prisons and federal prisons that you know how it be gangs and shit like that. Hebrew Israelites got their own little thing in there now too.
Yeah, I've heard talking points with you know, Dexter. You know, they asked what set would he pretty much claim would be Hoover or would he be with the Israelites type shit.
Yeah.
You know, they're not in the truth.
They not in the truth, but like you go get into like set banging and gangs and this and the third. We not in there for that. You know, we in here to preach the word of the Heavenly Father and the Son.
Hosea 4 and 6. "Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee."
Yeah. Reject means like what it says in Proverbs about, you know, a man returning back to his vomit, like a dog. You know, as you reject, you're spitting it out, you're spewing it out. You know, you're not holding it within your vessel. All right. So you rejected it, saying, no, that's not good for me. It's like, you know, how kids are with vegetables. You know, they push it all to the side of the plate, but they got all the appetite for snacks and sweet shit, candy, ice cream. I'm full. You know, playing around and shit. And you bring out some ice cream and they jumping out the seats, man. That's how Jake is, man. GMO behavior. You know, but because thou was rejected, now let's go ahead.
"I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me."
Yep. So you're not getting no divine intervention by the Lord, man. You're not getting no download. You know, a priest is one that has connection with the Lord, man. And you guys, again, fallen leaders that don't have the Spirit, man. You know, the blind leading the blind. You know, you saying con and that's right. The points that shit don't make no damn sense, man. Niggas say the MOTB is Christianity. You saying that's right? No, it's not, man. They just want to ad lib into the kingdom. There's no seat for that on the chariot, man. You know. But again, wisdom, you're supposed to be able to add on to it, man. A lot of you can't add on to points. Because they're entertainment. Say that's right. You're not looking into nothing. Nigga talking about John the Baptist is a plate of fish. Pass me the grease. What do you say? Pass me the hot sauce.
Pass me the hot sauce.
Pass me the hot sauce. We serve the nigga God. Take the jab. You know? But these are the guys you choose to follow, man. That says that in the book of Isaiah. The leaders of this people cause them to err, man.
I got something for you real quick. It's Baba Kashar. This is Sirach, chapter 4, verse 22. "Accept no persons against thy soul, and let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fail."
Yep. Read again.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 22. It says, "Accept no person against thy soul, and let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall."
Yep, because why? We're not supposed to be a respecter of persons, man.
Right.
You know, somebody's going off. Think about the example of King David, right? When he went off. You know, King David, he's King David, man. Everybody knew King David. You know, but when he went off with Bathsheba, and had her husband killed, you know, who had to check him? The prophet, man.
Yep.
You know? And that's how we are, man. We're here to tell you the truth, man. Nothing but the truth, man. You know? And again, accepting no person against thy soul, you know, just because it's LeBron James say, yo, take that shit, man. Take that MOTB, you straight. Like how they were doing the Juicy Juice, right? Vax that thing, you know? You're not supposed to be like, oh yeah, because he said that shit. And you dancing to it, you know? Or your Pastor Pork Chop said, get it. Look, I'm getting it. It's a whole placebo. You know, or later he drops dead.
All right.
Mhm.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 15, and it reads.
Slakia, I'm gonna add on to you real quick, because they look at General Hanna, what's the other guy, Nate, in high esteem. You know, it's like, but this man's not giving you the truth. You reverencing a status, and statuses are given and are taken away. You know, and a lot of people can't get beyond that. They see this man got a big following. That's just the ways of the world. The Lord deals in small numbers, man. When you understand Yahweh Shai. So,
that goes into the sermon. A lot of these guys, they'll come up and make themselves of a rank, and you like, you say King David, and you just like, yeah, sure, you know, but you don't look into it, man. You know, do it fall what the scripts say, man. Right. Is it part of that timeline for General Hanna to be second in command under Yahweh Shai? That don't make no sense, man. You know, that ultimately causes confusion. Going back to the point, study to show that self-improvement, man. It doesn't make no sense, man. And would King David be saying shit like that? You know, talking about John, right? You know? And whatever else the hell they talk about.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 15, and it reads, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his goings.
You have to be thoughtful and intentful, man. You're just going, off of face value, not looking into stuff, man. We're in the last days, and you're not a bit suspicious about some stuff that's going on earth, man. You know, you don't got no spidey senses tingling. When somebody says some off shit, or they just got a weird vibration about them, you know. I remember Elias was going into this week how we're all made up of water, man. The waters are getting stood up in your body, man. That's that intuition, you know. The moon phase and stuff, you know. It's lunatic, you know. And again, you're not looking into this stuff, and that's why you get deceived, man. Simple believe every word, and especially when it comes to authoritative figures. That's why you have these so-called technocrats, man. Trust the experts, trust the science, you know. Just put all your trust, you know, into man, right? Elon Musk, you know, go down the line, man. DJ Trump, people that get put in front of you because they have a position of authority, you give them godhood status, man. You know, and again, we're not supposed to be so, man. You know, who's my mother, who's my brother? It's them to do the will, man. You know, the man ain't doing the will, he's nothing in the eyes of Yahweh Shai. He's nothing to us, man. That's it, right?
I got something real quick.
No, you good.
It says simple, right? It says simple is being naive, gullible, or foolish, lacking wisdom.
Yep. So now on the level, man. You know, because you think about children, you're not supposed to be, you know, you're supposed to grow up as men in this thing. You know, when you're a child, you're very gullible. You know, you believe everything, tooth fairies, Santa Claus, you know. When you get older, you look at you like, man, this shit not real, man. Yep. You know? All this other stuff that, you know, you got told, these folk tales and fairy tales, man. Boogeyman. Right. You know? Oh, man, that shit ain't real. Hell, right? You going to hell. Jake's get, start crying and shit. You know? Nah, man. You're supposed to look into stuff, man. Not being simple. Coming up on a level, having a fear of Yahweh Shai, man.
That was taught to us. You know, in slavery times, you know, we was taught not to question. Just Nike. Why niggas love Nike so much? Just do it.
Do it as I say.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah.
But we ain't supposed to be like that with who? Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
And that goes from strongholds, those delusions. You gotta break them down, man. How you do that? By the light of Yahweh Shai's wisdom. Who's reading?
You know, this brother, you know, brought up studying and giving diligence. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promise. All right, and it said, let us hold fast the profession, all right, of our faith. Because in order to be a profession, in order to have a profession or be a professional at something, you have to study to show yourself approved. You have to give diligence. If you're a professional doctor, you got to study. You're a professional athlete, football player, basketball player, boxer, whatever, you gotta put that time in. You gotta study film. You gotta practice. You gotta rehearse. You know, and it's true. You gotta study. You know, you gotta rehearse. You gotta they say repetition is the father of skill. Repetitive. Basketball players, constant. Kobe, Michael Jordan, constant jump shots. What you say? Constant jump shots, constant layups. Ali, 1,000 jabs. You know, whatever. You know, and another one. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 12. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses.
Yep. Again, going to our profession, right? When they ask, the movie Sparta. Sparta, your profession. It's the book, man. The word of Yahweh Shai, man, it's supposed to be in you, living waters, right? Sometimes, we be doing stuff in the world, we work, we do shit, and then that spirit kicks in, man. Boom, 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 boom. You know when you're in the spirit, man. A lot of you never tasted that, man. You never been in the spirit, you're just there. You're in the flesh. You still got the old man on you. And it's showing, man. A lot of you not growing. It's 2025 and Jake's still on low level, man. It's not 1990s. Apostle always say, man, we evolve, man. This truth, it's about growth. And growth is about change. And a lot of you, again, you're not changing, man. You're not changing your ways. You're not mending your ways because, again, you don't fear Yahweh Shai. You lost focus, lost track, man. This thing's really about me. But that was what it says. What else did it say on there? It said, profession, many witnesses. Yep, that's where that boldness comes from. We out here preaching the word. Our confidence comes from what? Because you know what we're talking about, man. We're not just puppets, and sideshow bobs, parrots. We know what we're talking about, man. And that's why when we get asked certain things, we do a lesson on it. We go into it, And again, this is what we do, man.
This is
you got yours, Kabad?
Oh, we passed already. Yeah.
This is the definition of study in the Edom Online, and it reads from the early 20th century. It says to strive forward, to devote oneself to, or cultivate.
Yeah, about beautiful words. So read the first word.
To strive forward.
Strive means to fight. It's great. Fight the good fight of faith. To contend. To study again means you put in effort, man. It talks about in the Psalm 39th chapter about meditating on the prophecies. Your mind's on the word of Yahweh Shai, man. What's the next word?
The next word is to devote.
What they say real fast, make think about something. Jake meditate on the bag. They meditate on females or how get over on the next Jake.
Exactly. And that's that old man, man. Because when your mind, as that saying goes about, idle mind is the devil's playground. You're not filled with nothing. You're not filled with the spirit. You're gonna be filled with what? Carnality, man. Yep. Wickedness. The void gonna get filled, man. Yep. You're gonna find yourself what? On the wrong side of judgment, man. Because again, you're not taking heed to the words of Yahweh Shai. A lot of people just think this word's about memorizing. Good memorizers. So I can. No, it's about obedience, man.
Right.
Obedience is better than sacrifice. Yeah, you remember precepts, cool, right? But are you obeying? Can you apply what you teach, man? That's a different level of skill, man. Going to rehearsal, practice. You know when a guy ain't been practicing. It's time. We calling our plays and every play. It's like ain't the same nigga that was out. He came back to going 4 o'clock in the morning. He got credits at 9, 10:30, and shit, he getting hurt. That's what happens, man. Because again, guys don't take this stuff serious until they get the boot, man.
This is a definition of study. It says from the old French, estudier, to study, apply oneself.
Apply oneself. Faith and works, man. Let's talk about, can faith alone save you? No, it can't, man. Faith with works. What are your works? You might not be a prophet, but what are you doing to show yourself approved of the Lord, man? Right. You can't answer simple questions. Like, what tribe was John from?
Right.
I mean, that's not a hard question.
And you have brain for it.
You And that happens.
You can have a brain fart.
You can glitch.
Right, but you know, these are things that we're supposed to, know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who was
Right.
I don't know people. How many people made it on Noah's Ark? A lot of people lost with that.
Yeah, it's because you're not reading. You got dust all over the book.
It says to show zeal for or examine.
To examine. You know, to go in, man, and dig deep, man. To cut it apart. You know? That's what we're supposed to be doing, man. With the word of Yahweh Shai. Especially when we hear stuff that we're being told to do, man.
Yep.
You know? Get on the TV. You know, people, they're going to say all type of shit, especially when there's no TV get made mandatory. You know? If you're not taking heed, you're not studying, you're going to get exposed, man. I said cultivate was another one, man. It means to work, man. When you cultivate the land, you got to work the land. That's your mind. I think that's Hosea. Break up the fallow ground, you know?
This is the book of this is the definition of study in the Edom Online, and it reads, the pursuit of learning, application of the mind to the acquisition of knowledge, intensive reading and protracted contemplation of a book, writings, or etc. And it also says a state of deep thought or contemplation, a state of mental perplexity, doubt, anxiety, state of amazement or wonder.
Sometimes you hear certain things and it awes you, man. You know, you get struck. You know, that's the magnificence of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, but again, it goes into this is part of our worship. You worship the Lord by again studying, man. You know, going into certain things. If you don't know, you best believe somebody knows, man.
Yep.
You know, that's why we have elders and apostles doing this thing for how many years? For what? Just to do it. You know, you might not be learning. That's why you have to come up on a level, man. You know, because that means unless you
I got something too, but yeah.
Okay. This is 2 Peter 1:10. Wherefore, the brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
To make your calling and election sure, so meaning without a doubt. You know, you ran that race like Apostle Paul. I fought the good fight, man.
Yep.
You know, I've contended. And that's why he knew that a crown was laid up for him, man. Because he did what he was supposed to do. He strove, man. You know, he'd been shipwrecked. He'd been through the ups and the downs, man. You know, and he ran his course.
Yep.
You know, and that's what we're supposed to be doing, man. Without a doubt, man. Leaving nothing on the table.
That's right.
You know?
You're good, man. You're good.
For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall.
If you do these things, you shall never fall. If you're always occupied in the word of Yahweh Shai, how could you fall?
Right.
How could you slip up? How could you get distracted? You know? How could you fall away? You know? There's such thing as doing too much, you know, being over righteous, right? But a lot of you lean towards that over wicked, man. Being lazy, you know? It says diligent. You're diligent about a lot of stuff on the earth, man. You know, like brother was talking about earlier, certain examples. Jacob go 3 weeks chasing a female to get some box, just to get a date.
Yep.
Right? Let alone box.
Yep.
Get her number. You just always around her. You just can't wait for that. That's you giving diligence, man. You out there hunting low and shit. You know?
Giving energetic effort. You know, get into the meaning of diligence. You know, energetic effort.
All right. This goes to Sophia.
That's right.
You have to love wisdom. You know, you have to have a spirit within you to want to learn. Man. You know, a lot of you don't. Man. You just want to bullshit. You want the accolades, but you want to put in the work. That's the definition. No, we just read it.
This is the definition of the word diligent, and it means having or showing care and consciousness in one's work or duties.
That's that attention. You know, you constantly have your eyes on this thing. Right? So it's in the Proverbs 8th chapter. The Lord always brings it every week. You know, the whole chapter is fire. You know, but about wisdom, being at the doorposts.
Yep.
You're always ready. You know, apt to teach, apt to learn. Let's say a swift to hear. You know, ready to hear something, man. See a sort of seal notification. Elder Apostle, you know, he do a lot of work, man. Apostle R, but you catch him. You know, you can't wait to click the next video, man.
Right.
You know, because why? Because you love to learn, man. And this is ultimately, this is for your own good. You know, wisdom. It's not scripture talk about gathering up wisdom instead of chasing after rubies and gold.
Yeah.
You know, because what's more important, man? King Solomon showed the example. Of course, he went on, but when he was in his right mind, he asked for wisdom. Yeah. That's the principal thing. This is the fear of Yahweh Shai.
This is the definition of diligence in the Edom Online. It says constant an earnest effort to accomplish what is undertaken.
Yep, undertaking, which is what? Us bearing our cross, man.
Right.
You know, us making that vow to the Lord, saying we're going to endure unto the end. We count the cost, right? You might not, you know, when you first come in, it's too deep, you know? It's just more so the zeal that gets you going forward.
Yeah.
Then you really start counting costs. Like, okay, this is what this thing is really about, you know? With age, that's what that comes, you know? But again, that constant effort. There's no vacations. You know, I remember from Elder from Mississippi, you know, Elder, damn, brain fart, he said.
So many brothers, man.
Elder Kazak. Elder Kazak, you know, he did a video a while back, you know, saying that there ain't no retirement plan for prophets besides the kingdom. You know, ain't no 401k. I put my time in and I can just coast. No, man.
That's what them dudes said at Genesis.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Elder Pastor Robert's retired.
But what's the other guy? Deacon Nc.
Yeah.
He said, when I'm done with this Hebrew Israelite thing,
Oh, yeah, I
start showing off his scars and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know, bro. He's showing his wives and shit. I haven't seen clothes.
Yeah, I don't want to see all that.
But you know what it is? You receive your consolation.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
They don't want to go nowhere. And a lot of guys like that, they get wisdom because they want to one up somebody. They don't, it's not out of sincerity.
Yeah.
You know, it's nigga stuff. And so they can never be wrong. That's what the chick like to do. They'll learn something so they can never be wrong. Because it's pride, man. Yep. They don't know a damn thing, man.
God, this is Proverbs 15:7. The lips of the wise disperse knowledge, but the heart of the foolish doeth not so.
So, you know, the lips of the wise. You know, that's why it's important. You know, when you speak things, you know what you're talking about.
144.
You know, some things again, you know, ought to be said. You have to go out and again, the whole grape thing. We gotta stuff we gotta go into. Yeah. But certain stuff, you know, Jake just need to leave the shit alone, man. You know, but that's Jake, man. They want to talk about Russia. Now they talking about Russia will come in and they're gonna be in power. And then, like, bro, what are you doing? You know, that's not the simplicity in how it shines. And again, because they just want to be right and one up. They just earthly, man. You know,
just like how some people they try to get too deep, and then they end up just butchering everything. You know, now it's like that be the thing. Sometimes, like you just said, you just gotta keep it simple. Short, sweet, and simple, and stick to the basics instead of trying to get too deep. Because now you're confusing yourself and whomever listening to you.
That's it. Got one more. Same chapter, Proverbs 15:14. The heart of him that have understanding seeketh knowledge, but the mouth of fools feedeth on foolishness.
Yep, and that's facts, man. Because a wise man know they don't know that much, man. That's why they're always constantly learning, and that's what keeps you young. Okay, I hate bringing up this nigga LeBron, but you know him and his craft, he's a student of the game, man. He loves basketball. He loves basketball. Yeah. He knows basketball. He lives and eats basketball. You know,
still out there winning and joining.
Exactly. It's because it's mine. His body might have fell away, but it's mine. He's still, you know.
Real fast. You know, you think about something. That's the movie Blue Chips. It's an old one. With Shaq, Penny Hardaway,
and Bird's in it.
Nah, some other guy. But it's a great movie. I suggest brothers watch.
Nick Nolte is the coach.
Yes. What he was so obsessed with basketball, the coach, that after he retired, after he then got kicked out, because it was all about that giving college kids money and recruiting them. And at the end, he's walking past this like park and the kids are playing, and he's on the gate and he's watching. And he says, "Hey, come here, guys. Let me show you how to." He couldn't help himself. You have to be obsessed with it. This made me think about that.
That's facts, though.
Good movie, man. Good movie.
Yes,
this is Proverbs 1:5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel.
And again, it really goes into the spirit of the Lord has something to do with you. He opens your ears up, opens your eyes up, your eyes salve, But once, again, the Lord opens you up, it's not just, okay, that's it. You got to grow, man. You got to keep going, man. Because complacency is a dangerous thing, man. You're getting comfortable. That's the whole setup of this wicked system. It's about being comfortable. Yeah. Why they boil you under the water, man. Thinking you're good and you're not. You're in the house on fire and you sit on the table still, man, drinking coffee, right? And that's what's happened to a lot of people, especially our people, in that burning house that MLK tried to warn Jake about when he got deleted, that the brother said he had a dream about choking out. You know, Jacob's still sitting, man. This ain't that bad. As soon as you talk about Snap and Wick, they did that order last night.
I was so pissed, man.
It's a psyop. It was all a psyop.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, you know that they're not going to do that because the system runs off the government aid.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about it last night. It's a psyop, but it's emotions. Because why you don't have wisdom? If you stayed on the Lord, that wouldn't bother you.
Exactly. Isaiah 10.
Exactly.
Proverbs 1 and 6. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark saying.
Again, this goes into our conversation. It goes into all of
Nope.
And the screen good?
No, it's good. Yeah, ate that.
I was about to say, that was
Yeah, I'm about to be outside.
You alive too?
Yeah. You got that.
Fools despise wisdom and instruction.
They despise the fear of Yahweh Shai ultimately. You know? And again, a lot of times because people think they know everything already. You know?
that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof.
Yep. And the point to give your mind, man, you got to surrender. You know? You got to give your mind up to wisdom, man. Talks about that in Wisdom of Solomon, man. You know, the beginning, the very beginning of wisdom is the desire for discipline, man. And discipline is going to try you, okay? It's going to put you through the ringer, right? Because that's how you learn, man. But you have, the saying goes, being put in the fire, you know? So again, you have to give your mind over to it, man. You have to submit ultimately to the will of Yahweh Shai. That's what it comes down to, man. A lot of you guys still, again, you know, you're resisting the Holy Spirit, man. You know?
And is occupied in the meditation thereof.
Yep. Occupy goes into a lot. I mean, you know, you're holding it down, man. You know, you're involved in it. Occupied, meaning it's a full-time employment.
What's your occupation?
It's not whenever you feel like it. It's about to start getting cold again. You know them ninjas gonna start disappearing. You know?
Farewell to Israel.
Yeah, farewell to the Johnny. What's it called? Weekend Warriors. Summer prophets. You know,
And is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of the ancient and be occupied in prophecy.
Like Yahweh said about if any man knock, right, then he'll come and sup. You know, you have those questions in your mind. A lot of Jake asks questions, but they really don't want the answer, man. You know, they just want to complain, ask questions, and don't want the answer because why? Because the ultimately comes down to them having to change, you know, and repent and turn from their ways. Everything sounds good until what? Jake hears what he doesn't want to give up. You know, yeah, it's like, you can't eat shrimp head and lobster. You can't do anything. You know, Jake is stuck on that, right? Or whatever excuse Jake got, man. You know,
Right.
and then that's why again, as we talked about, man, a sin, he makes an excuse according to his will, means he's not going to be reproved. And you're not being proved, who's in Proverbs 1, you're not taking heed to the counsel of the Lord, guess what? You're going to be destroyed without remedy, man. You're going to be crying, wailing, all them you know, movies you've seen, people losing their damn mind,
Yep.
you know, going ballistic, getting deleted in crazy ways. You know, that's going to be you, man. Because without that hedge, you know, you're going to be subject to prophecy, man. You know?
I got a precept backing that up. This is Psalms chapter 1, verse 1, the points in 2. It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. This is back on that Sirach 1, the points in 2. It says, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord. In his law do he meditate day and night.
Yep. Day and night.
Mm-hmm. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit and season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
That's the benefit of the nutrition of wisdom. You know, which we ultimately get that on the other side of the kingdom. Right. It's more so spiritually, man. You know, because the spirit is what you're building up, man. The inward man, the inner man. Jake got no reps on the inner man. All the reps on the outer man. Jake, you know, can do all crazy type of get-ups, you know. Do like goddamn 100 push-ups in a row, right? Run 5 miles, you know, but to sit down and quiet and meditate on the ways of Yahweh Shai, they don't got no reps in that, man. Right. You know, which is hard to get some quiet time in this world. It's real noisy. You know, we got different situations and stuff, but hey, sometimes go out and walk, man. You know, a walk can get more done than running. Right. Especially when you think about the ways of Yahweh Shai, you know.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and 20. It says, he that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed.
That's a good one, you know? You say about your friends, your group of friends, it says a lot about you, man. Those who you keep company with says a lot about you, you know? Because why? Because the people you hang around the most is who you become, man. Yep. You know? Eventually you're gonna get in. You be around a bunch of adulterous ass dudes. You might have resist. You don't be with that shit. But it's gonna be that one time, man. Yep. That guess what? You slip up because why? Because the company you kept, man. You know, you're supposed to be around men that of like mind, man. In the wisdom of Yahweh Shai, iron sharpened iron.
I was thinking that. That's spirit.
It's facts, bro. Spirit. You know, you want to be around godly men. Yeah. You know, not around losers and weirdos. Because what? You're gonna become a loser and a weirdo, man. And you know what that feels like, man. You be around Jake too much, and you just know you got to get up out of there, man. Yep. You got some?
Yeah.
You got some heat. Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and 21. Evil pursueth sinners, but to the righteous good shall be repaid.
Yep, evil pursueth sinners, meaning niggas bad luck. You're around guys that's marked with death, you're gonna catch a stray, man. You know? Talks about striving with a
wicked fellow, bold fellow?
A bold fellow, traveling out with a bold fellow. You know, you being around bold fellows. You know, the tough guy. The nigga don't take no shit. He gonna meet the right one, man. And guess what? What they say about the good die young. It don't be that nigga that get judged, it be you.
Right. Like that one dude that came out, my friend passed, man.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that dude was wicked.
He was judged. Nigga living, man.
Exactly.
I got something backing up what you just said, Zay. This Sirach chapter 27, and I started 11, but the point's in 12. It says 12. I'm gonna read 12. If thou be among the indiscreet, right, the foolish, yep. Observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding. Yep. Did you bring that up already?
No. I just quoted, but that was it. Okay. Yep. And you might not be able to be physically around men of understanding, but where you get that from? YouTube. Right. You know? Right. You go get your headphones, whatever, man. And tap in. Right. You know? In the indiscreet. You know? Sinners. What are they gonna do? They're gonna get into sin, man. Yep. You hanging out cool. Grandma might be cool, but she bring out that ham. That bacon. Whole house stinking. Yep. Now it's on your clothes. You gotta find something to get up out of there, man. You know?
Right. One more verse. Verse 13. Ecclesiastes 27 and 13. The discourse of fools is irksome.
Yep. It's annoying. You know that shit.
Right.
Especially at work, around your family. Dumb stuff just irks you. Like, shut up. Nobody want to hear that.
Something don't matter.
It don't matter. Why you so like? Who cares? And then they want you to be involved, and they see you ain't fucking with it. Right. And now you the bad guy.
Who the goat? Who the goat?
Right. Who cares, man? Goat. You don't care about no goats, man.
Right. I'm gonna finish this out real quick. Finish it out. Sirach 27 and 13. The discourse of fools is irksome, and their sport is wantonness of sin.
Yep. That's their games.
Yeah.
They play with sin. You know, robbing, stealing, killing.
What about Russian roulette?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how they live, man. Demon time. You run a friend and talk about demon time in his captions. He don't need to be around you anymore, man. You know? Demon time. What comes good from demon time? Why can't it be angel time? Why can't it be righteous? Why can't it be dark? You know, because they think being evil is cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Isaiah 5? Lord in the call evil good.
Yeah.
Good evil.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and 6, and it reads, "A scorner seeketh wisdom and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth."
Yep. Talks about those who are of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. Sometimes you're just a natural, man. You know? There's ultimately in you. Yep. But if there's a fool, all right, you don't have no space for wisdom, man. The Drewski skit. He was talking about Black Power. You know, nigga's gone, man. He mixing Pan-Africanism.
I know, right?
You know, it's a skit, of course. And you know, you got guys out there that do be doing too much, talking about that's right, you know? But, you know, that's what these niggas do, man.
Yep. They
make a joke out of everything.
Yep.
If they can't get it, they joke about it. Yep. It's a sign of a lack of wisdom, especially someone that's always laughing. You know, kiki. Always laughing. A girl that's always laughing. You know she's dumb as hell. Yep. You just know she's dumb, man. And that's how a lot of you guys are. You just want to laugh, man.
Yep, and speaking of that Drewski skit, I was telling someone, I said, there's no such thing as bad publicity because he tried to make fun, but he might have opened up some doors. Because
he definitely did.
Because if somebody didn't know about Hebrew Israelites, now they go looking and digging into it. You know, from something they may try to make fun of, that just opened up a door to make people look into it even more.
That's true. Yep.
Because now he just put Hebrew Israelites under a light. We already under the light, but he just put another light under there. You know what they say? Controversy and drama is good.
Yep. But the thing too to keep in mind, he opened the door for a lot of weirdos to come up to our camps now. Yeah. You know, because now since he's finally brave enough, one person so-called famous, brave enough to come mess with us. Now you're gonna have some weirdos doing the same shit. You know, and that's all it's gonna do is either condemn you, right, or bring you to that light, man. Because again, what he was doing is foolishness, man. Yeah. You know, you find yourself chuckling a little bit because niggas do be doing that shit. Yeah. You know, they be talking shit about, oh, you can't be dealing with no white bitches, and they talking about they be trying to talk to them white bitches. You know, and that's simple. That's not what we teach. You know, but that's again going to you got it.
Proverbs 13 and 7. Go from the presence of a foolish man when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge.
Yep. Which again, you know, it's not a perfect situation. We're in captivity. We're in Babylon. A lot of most people. Well, the example is King Solomon. What did he say? He said, "Of 1,000 men, I found one." Okay, so out of 1,000 men, you might find one. Okay, one that might have their head on straight. Might not be all together, right? But they cool people, you know. But everybody else is worthless, man. Yep. Dumb dogs, you know, simpletons, self-worshippers, demons, man. Halloween, niggas celebrating Halloween, you know, all this other shit, man.
Yeah, it's Halloween weekend.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody was out partying and shit last night. More than likely tonight too.
Yep, men adultery, having parties, dealing with females. Oh man, that's what they do, man.
Hey, I had a coworker tell me, Slakia. The two coworkers was, you know, talking about how they gonna wear this and wear that and be skimpy, and then one of my other coworkers was like, you know, that's kind of whorish.
Right.
Yeah, this is the only time we really get to be whores. And I was like,
okay. Right.
Yeah.
And they happy about it.
They're happy about it.
They pretend they really want to do that all the time.
Exactly.
But they don't want to, you know, feel bad and pressured by society because they know being a whore ain't right.
Especially if they got a nice body. Now they got a reason to be outside naked, showing their body.
Not Keisha,
advertising.
Right, not Keisha though. Keisha come out of anything. Hey.
But again, going into wisdom. Right. This is all a sign of wisdom.
That's right.
Discernment. Not keeping company with certain people, man. You know, not following after people that you shouldn't be following after, man. You know, because again, if you have wisdom, you'll be able to understand.
This is Proverbs 13 and 8, and it reads, "The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is deceit."
Yep. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way. Goes into, again, you understand what you're involved in, man. You have context. You know what you're involved in. You know what you're doing, man. You You know what you're teaching. Not just, again, hearing things and just spewing it out. Just being a parrot, And again, it's a point in time when we work, but eventually, wisdom, it meets you, man. And then you understand that, that depth, that weight, you drop down, you get some substance on you, man. But again, a lot of Jake out here is just hollow, man. Halloween, man. That's it. Got something.
Before I get to the one you told me, can I get this right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18.
If I can say real quick, look how many preachers we brought out. How long we been going live?
Just say 45 minutes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what we do. We teach the scriptures.
Exactly.
We don't play up here, boy.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise.
So for you to really be wise in your about your child, you have to become a fool. Meaning, get what you learn in the world, like the Matrix. The red pill, the blue pill. Truth. Truth is you got to change your ways, man. And again, truth goes into you have to examine, man. You have to go into stuff. But again, Jake don't want to do that, man. Because why? Because you get confounded. It happens. You hear some big words, like, oh shit. But that's where you have to study, man. You can't get confounded if you know what you're talking about, man. You can't let nobody see weirdo breakdowns. That's not what that means. I'm pouring out an Edomite. Wait, hold on. Okay, I see that's what that says, but that don't really make sense. That creates confusion. It's going to say that those are the author confusion. What does that really mean? And there's an answer, man. Jake don't want to answer. He wants an excuse. He wants a cop-out. Okay?
The Lord does not change.
Exactly. Now we're going, because of one precept, okay, cool. Show me another precept. You don't have one. So that means something's not right.
You said that. This is Proverbs 4 and 7. We all know it. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
Get wisdom. Jake get his knowledge and truth. He's like, I can have multiple wives. You want to get females? No, he wants to get wisdom, man. Oh, he must kiss my boo now. Now he wear boots everywhere.
My boo, white boy.
Yeah, fringes. Now he wear fringes everywhere. No, man. Wisdom. Wisdom, it goes into subtlety. Remember, when behind enemy lines, it's a different fight, man. We're not in Jerusalem.
Right.
We can't hold offensive positions. We got to hold defensive positions, man. Because why? Because we're in a strange land and we're surrounded by enemies, man. Agents, weirdos, The Lord said about being wild serpents, harmless as doves, man. Being peaceable. Right. Yeah, not showing your hand. You at work, now everybody knows you're Israelite. Yeah. And now they're planning to get you fired. Some arm something for the Lord. No, you're not, man. You're weird, man.
Right. You got to work around these people every day.
And then, with the whole 7 women, Jake come in, I have any wives I want. For the scripture, you're going to have trouble in the flesh.
They don't count.
You don't get that? Just one, you're going to have trouble. If you have more than one, you're going to be broke, stressed out. You know what I'm saying? You think you can go both? You can't go on them rounds, Jake.
No, man. Jake be fucking the game up.
Yeah.
And then you think about certain situations that could have arrived. You got a woman that you're dealing with because she don't accept the truth now, but she want to be with you. You cut her off. Now you're making her an adultery. Yep. Yep. And how many times does that happen with guys, man? Making their women become whores, man. Because why? Because again, you taking what your leaders say. Oh, she's not the truth. You can't marry her.
Give her 6 months, huh?
Yeah.
Give
me some time. I love her. And you dump her, and then and then you got to marry some other bug-eyed bitch in there. Yeah. With the big loops and the hair,
Right.
And she a whole demon, man.
She
get a text from the
nigga. Yeah, I was just thinking. Don't look at these. Look at these.
You're the Passover. She getting meat pictures.
Fucking
wicked, man.
Damn.
Man, that's some crazy shit.
But that's how you know, man. They don't serve the Lord, man. Niggas knew there was Israelites in Jerusalem.
Right.
That don't mean nothing, man. That don't mean nothing. Shalom or shalom. And then the nigga say Christ. Oh. You're like, oh, no. That ain't it.
Some knew they was Israelites in Greece.
Right.
Right.
Yep. Exactly. Cornelius. He was a Roman centurion. He knew he was an Israelite. Eventually had to get broken down to by Peter, but he was Israelite, man.
Well, can I bring this real quick because we've been quoting it for the longest. This is Malachi 3:18. It says, "Then shall ye return and discern," because it's making me think about this, between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth God and him that serveth him not.
Yep. So that filter system, you know, you filter who serves the Lord and who doesn't, man.
Right.
And again, it goes back to the fear. If you fear the Lord, you know a man, you know, if he says he's a man of God, but he's still, you know, doing certain things that's contrary to the scriptures, then you shouldn't be dealing with that guy, man.
Right.
You know, these cult leaders that you watch on these clips on Netflix, you know?
Right.
Nigga read one precept and somehow he got 10,000 followers. You know? Like, what the hell? Because again, you're not reading, you're afraid how about from side, man.
Right.
You know?
What do you think about that church pastor that said this is only 1,200 hours?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah. And then what's even deeper about that, if you notice, it was the woman and the grandchild or her son maybe. Yeah. But that's always up in them churches.
Always. Keep your dollar.
Yeah. The man ain't up in there. Unless he a usher or a deacon, he gets some bread on the side too. That's why he up in there.
Exactly. Or an old man maybe.
Yeah. You don't see no young man up in there.
Okay. Yeah, that Juanita Bynum, she asked for money to get a jet 2 months ago.
Yeah, they be doing that shit. They still do that shit. The Copeland nigga, whatever his name is,
demon. Yo, he be going,
yeah.
Kenneth Copeland, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounded demonic.
What are you doing?
Right, you just, oh my God.
That nigga eyes.
Right. Black. Taking your soul, man.
Right.
It's like doing the Obed situation. He was telling people to come on in and bring your money.
See? Damn. That's the world we live in. And that's why it's important to take heed to the words of Yahweh Shai, man. For to say that I shall see thy teachers.
Right.
It's a dangerous world out here, man. Traps, snares, bands, holes.
Right.
Everywhere to get yourself trapped, man.
Hey, what that lady said? She said, "You asked the congregation about a planar just hold on to one neck."
Demon.
Yeah.
You had the goggles. You could see, see the fucking string.
What's that movie? Hellboy.
Okay, yeah.
Remember when the Hellboys when they it was a person, but it was really a demon. You had those like certain
with them goggles.
Yeah, you could see the demon on. Yeah.
That's true. You're wrestling against flesh and blood, and that's.
He brought that up. That scripture he brought out.
He did.
She was talking to him when he was on his car.
Yeah.
On the door.
Yeah.
We wrestle not against flesh and blood. Like,
and these demons know the scriptures too.
Right in your face, yeah.
Damn. I got something real quick. I mean, brothers bring it.
It's a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I thought somebody was getting some first. Where is it at? Damn, where is it at?
I'm researching.
okay, come on.
Yeah. Be no more toss to and fro.
Yeah, toss to and fro. That's
Ephesians.
Yeah, Ephesians
4. Okay.
This is Sirach 38. Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, verse 24. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that hath little business shall become wise.
Yep. So again, especially here in captivity, we're supposed to be simplifying our lives, man. Not taking on stuff that ultimately takes us away from what we should be getting ourselves into, which is the words of Yahweh Shai. So you have to have leisure time and your downtime. What does they do on this downtime? Messing around, man.
Yep.
You know, playing too much of the game or watching the damn game. You worried about the parlays every week, at the books, at the bookies, every day. Trying to come up. You got rent due. Playing around, man. You should be what? Reading, man.
What's that casino out there in Tampa? I've been to it. Damn. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
Maybe think about it. I forgot the name of it.
I can see it in my head.
It's a nice casino, man. But I went out there and the Jake came. He came running and had like his little card. He's got to put money on the card. He said, "Man, I want 2 G's on the night." Put his card in. You know,
Hard
Rock. Yeah. But he was addicted to it, man.
It's a demon.
demon, yeah.
It really boils down to people got demons on them.
Yep.
They have demons on them, man. They got spirits on them.
Yep.
That gambling spirit.
Yep.
That drinking spirit. Smoking spirit.
Smoking spirit, yep.
All that, man. It's demons, man.
Yep.
You know? Unless you be exercising wisdom, them motherfuckers gonna be parked.
Right.
With the emergency brake on. It's gonna be part with the e-brake on. Them demons, man.
She nervous as shit.
Spin wheels,
I know, right?
You're like, oh my God, I just see it. I see it.
One of them, I see it.
You know, a lot of people say, oh my God, I just see it.
Yeah.
People like,
I didn't realize they were there the whole time.
Yo, you saw the devil, man. Just a quick side note. I worked with this chick, and she said her dad told her that black people had tails. And so she always thought that until she went to college, and the girl was like, "You don't have a tail? Like, what are you talking about? My dad told me that black people have tails."
and I'm just saying something about what you just said. It said that Esau had that gene for that.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yep. Ecclesiastes chapter 38, verse 25.
How can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow?
Because it goes down into a bunch of examples about, you too much in your occupation or whatever the hell you're doing. You don't have time for wisdom. If your craft is a plumber and you're all about plumbing, you don't have time for the words of the Lord, man. Which again is a delicate balance. But as far as the next level, like super professional, like you're not gonna have nobody in the league teaching scriptures. You just don't have time, man. With meetings and travel and workouts, practice, interviews, you don't have time for the words of Yahweh. You got a playbook, So again, it's going to them examples, man.
Hey, Matthew 6, you can't serve two masters.
Can't serve two masters. Yep. You don't have time, man. This involves everything because the Lord is a jealous power, man. He wants your whole heart, your whole bodies, everything, man. It's His. So you don't have time. That's supposed to be gonna lead. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna lean into the category of
Ecclesiastes 12.
Yeah.
You're not creating that you.
So your body's a temple. Your body's a temple that houses the Holy Spirit. And you a vessel. You're gonna be a vessel of honor or dishonor, and your body's a temple and a vessel to hold the Holy Spirit. So everything you do, and you're gonna be used in whatever way, shape, or form the Lord wants to use.
And that glorieth in the gold that driveth oxen and is occupied in their labors, and whose talk is of bullocks.
Yep. So you all into the talk of the bullocks. And nowadays times you can say like the stock market. You're all into them numbers. You're on the screen and you go into articles and I mean, again, it's about balance. But if that's all you do, you don't have time for nothing else, man. Those are occupations that require everything out of you. Certain type of doctors. You in an emergency room. You got 18-hour shifts sometimes. You don't have time for the words of Yahweh. You're worried about scaffolds and whatever the hell medical terms you got to use. That's the damn So again, really going to balance, but they're making a point. If your occupation is just chasing after females, that's literally an occupation. Jake know all the tricks. There's books on it, on the social media. Taking pictures, because you got to be worldly to chase women.
Yep.
What do you got to offer? You got to show something. See, you got to start working out.
Yeah.
You got to be at the gym every damn day. Sometimes you got time for that shit, man.
Yeah, Jake promotes that working out stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool and not wrong with it. Be like, you may be going to something, brother, tell me, go work out, go hit the gym, blah 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 blah. It'll help you get through what you need to get through.
Yeah.
That ain't for me.
It ain't for everybody. That's
You gotta know for I need to work out for your health, for good, but it profits little. The main thing, is the spirit, the wisdom, yeah.
That's facts. Because when you do it too much, it ultimately leads into idol worship.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, you into certain things too much. You're worshiping as a god.
Yep.
Because like you said, it's a sacrifice. Mm-hmm. What you sacrifice to is what you're serving. Yep. If people think selling your soul is just signing your name in blood. No. It's not. That doesn't mean to sell your soul. Yes, that happens. But selling your soul is worshiping idols, worshiping other gods, man.
That's real quick. This is Psalms 96:3. Declares glory among the heathen, his wonders among all people. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols, for the Lord made the heavens.
So that should be understood, man. So you knowing that means you shouldn't be giving your time and energy to nothing else more than Yahweh Shai. Did not Yahweh say that? If you love these things more than me, you cannot be a disciple of mine. You know, you're more into this. Yeah, you might be out here cool, you might be watching videos, but it's not like your main priority. It's like a side quest. You know, it's just something. You know, what you're really into is your car. You know, what you're really into is your career, your job. You know, no, man. The first thing first is Yahweh Shai, man, and everything else is secondary, man.
To give you an example, you maybe think about something about loving these more than me. You know, my father had made like some like rabbit stew or something like that, and I was just like, it smelled good. You know, he was like, I mean, you know, he had the demon on him. He kept pushing me to try to taste it, and you know, he got offended. I said, yo, Dad, now you know, I said, no, I ain't, you know, why? You know, he just kept, you know, but you know, I love, you know, you're supposed to. That's the situation where it's like, you know, I love the Lord. More than, you know what I'm saying?
Father, yeah.
Right. Because we still, if he would have told me, hey, look, I need to run a store for me. All right. You know? What's
Send me to the store to get you, you know, a pack of pork chops.
Right.
None of that.
Right.
You know, because, you know, we all got family, you know, they try to see, say, yeah, you grab me such and such and such. I don't even want to be seen buying that.
Grab me some Newports.
Yep.
Grab me some Newports. Or go in there and
what's the scripture on that?
A ham sub or some shit like that. So.
It's like causing them to do evil. I forgot where it's at. I ain't know.
But I had a precept right there. You know, putting the Lord first. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
If you really believe that, then that's how you would move, man. Seeking the kingdom first. You know that exactly the Lord first. The kingdom starts with the knowledge. Knowledge comes from Yahweh Shai, man. You seek him first, and everything else should be added, man. The Lord already covered that. Peter asked, he's inquiring, what shall we receive for giving up all this stuff? The Lord said 100-fold, man. That's just to give a number. What does that really even mean, man? You know, we just know that, again, the Lord will take care of us, man. He does it on this side, man.
Yeah.
So how much more, and again, when we can be, you know, so-called carnal. We can be carnal. We can be vain, you know? More better word is vain. But more, you know, in the flesh, enjoying the pleasure of the flesh. King Solomon said we can do that stuff, man. It's just not the time, man. You know? In the kingdom is the time we can be laid up, you know, with the blue thing, and, you know what I'm saying? Two of them, you know, hands full of, you know what? You know what I'm saying? This ain't the time for that.
Yeah, because the Lord know what you need.
Yep.
The Lord know what you want, and the Lord know what you like.
That's right.
The Lord know your deepest desires. You know? But it says, seek ye first the kingdom, and all these things should be added unto you. So when the time comes, the Lord gonna give you what you truly desire in righteousness, and what you want, and what you like.
It's a whole nother spirit, you know? When a man is truly seeking the Lord Yahweh Shai, you can tell, man. And then when there's a guy that's chasing money, man, or chasing whatever in the world, man, you can tell, man, because they got a different spirit on them, man. You know? And that's what you know, the wicked scribes and Pharisees said about the disciples of Yahweh Shai, man. You know? Yep. They said they got another spirit on them, man. It's because it's a spirit of life on them. You know?
He has a demon.
Yeah, exactly. They said they got a demon.
Oh, damn.
No. I got the old one.
I remember that.
I mean, it's back in the wall.
I was at, remember that shooting happened? And then, that Coco Radio was back in that. Yeah, they blinking it up. And I was at work when they heard the guy talking about it. And I was walking by. I said, man, that was a good thing. Just got up, so I was like, oh no, man. You know? But, you know, Jake
Jake love the world. Yeah. Same thing I do with Madison. The same niggas that cry for Madison.
Yep.
When you watch Jane. What's that dude? His name was actually.
I said, we sick. He said, we sick.
I forgot. Yeah, Samuel Jackson. I forgot his name in the movie. Yeah.
I've been saying it the whole week because I was thinking about it.
Bro, what the one that played the master?
No,
No,
this character,
His character that he played.
yeah. I can't.
Steven, my boy. Yeah. They love that master, man. They love that master, and that's what Jake crying out for. Yahweh said, "You have your father, the devil."
Yep.
The wicked of our people, their master is Satan, man. That's what they'll cry after. Satan, man. We read about the scriptures about, the wicked of our women, the wicked of Talmuds.
Yep.
Going in the closets to worship idol God. That's how desperate they were to serve the demon, man.
Those messages, the older Eves in these churches got prayer closets in them. Let's go right there.
There you go. There's no new thing under the sun, man. That is true, man. Take a big closet, man. Oh my God.
Don't spring in there. That's fine.
All the idols in there. You go to grandma's house. All the idols. They got JC. They got Buddha.
Yep.
They got everybody in there. They got the Archangel Michael, which that ain't the right depiction of it with the snake and the serpent.
Yeah.
It's idols, man.
Bro, the king got whole houses in the backyard with that. Just
Pope,
for that.
the Pope.
Yeah.
They love the Pope. They kiss his ass every time they see his picture on the fridge. I know on my people's house.
Yep.
They still got. I gotta rip that shit down.
Person, everybody kissing his hand. Fucking 1,000 people.
Yeah, he got his little shit. They be kissing his hand. Right. Nasty hand. He was grabbing little boys.
Right. Ew, man.
But nobody goes into that.
Right. No one mocks that.
Right. Exactly. That's how you know this place is wicked. That's what the Lord said. That it's not. I don't condemn you. The word condemns you, man.
Right.
You think it's not right, man.
This Matthew 19 and 20, the young man says to him, all these things have I kept from my youth up.
Because the question was asked, what should I do to receive the kingdom?
Right.
And the Lord broke it down. Keep the commandments, stay away from certain shit. And he's saying, I did all those things. Go ahead.
What lack I yet? Yahweh Shai said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me.
Yep.
But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions.
Yep. And again, there's still that, a lot of you still got that one thing you're not willing to give up, man. And that's we're in the flesh too, man. We're so-called humans, We Lot's exactly Lot's wife was examples. That's why Yahweh Shai said, remember Lot's wife. Some of you still got that one thing you don't want to give up, and what that is the world, man. A lot of you guys don't want to give up the world, man. You're just pretending, man. Everything else is cool, okay, but it gets to a certain point, especially when it comes to affliction, when it comes to demonization, when that time really comes, a lot of you are going to get offended, man. Just like you did back then, man. Because again, you're not willing to give up, right? What you don't want to give up, man. That's the Lord knows, man.
If I may say, we die every day. Every morning the Lord wakes us up, put the spirit in us, put the breath in us. Hey, look, man, we're dying because we're constantly casting off that old man. It's a fight every day. That old woman. For you women out there that are trying, man. Dead to this world.
They say the outward man perishes, but the inward man
is renewed day by day.
Day by day.
And there's a battle.
It is a battle.
Yeah.
Because again, we're not monsters.
Right.
we got situations. We have children. We have families. We're not monsters, man. We understand what we're involved in, man.
That's right.
We know what's important, man. Again, we know what balance is, man. But again, we know what Yahweh Shai requires of us, and again, we counter that, man.
Right.
But hey, if we have to lose our life on the side, which, like I said, we die every day. We already lost our life, man. Yeah. What is it, man? All that's left is his body, and we're gonna get a new one anyway.
Exactly. We tired. We got 30 plus more years to look forward to working. But before they tell us we can retire and then forward.
Right. And why did we not crash out? If anybody should crash out, it should be the prophets. Yeah. But why don't we crash out? It's because why? We're the same. But why we don't crash out? Because Isaiah 33:6, man.
Yep.
That's the difference.
Yeah. And the Lord said, be ye angry, but sin not.
Right. We got self-control.
Yeah, we got to reserve that wrath.
For the Lord.
That's right. Yep.
This is Galatians
After we get all we get, we can change speakers. Yeah, and get some prophecy, speak on some wars and stuff.
This is Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9, and it reads, And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
Yep. So again, you have to really again believe what you're putting your work into, man. The Lord said that, you know, put our treasures up in heaven. If you believe what you're doing is going to follow you, then you put all you into it, man.
Yep.
You know, but a lot of you really don't believe. That's why you're kind of just, you know, doing bare minimum.
Yep.
You know, just here, not really, you know, into it like that. You know, you like certain brothers, they're cool, whatever. You know, you want to be friends, but you really don't believe in this thing. You know, and again, you have to be real with yourself, man. That's what it's talking about, examining yourself.
Yep.
It'd be better if you just take an honorable, you know, step back and say, hey, man, that's not really for me. That's more honorable than just pretending.
Right.
That's agent behavior, man. At the end of the day, really. You out here pretending, that's some agent behavior.
Right. And knowing your lot too, man. That takes a lot of seasoning as well, because everybody's not you can, it's okay to believe, but everybody's not meant to be a speaker, a prophet, a teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't feel guilty about
Don't feel guilty about that. If you a helper, man, and you a believer. We have brothers out here like that, man.
Yep. And to back you up, the point is, you know, you can do more, right? Or you know if you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Right.
You can tell that, man. You know, it's called a conscience. You know, if you bullshit,
right,
you really could do more. You know, maybe, you know, you could take a step further, but you're kind of just, you know, just chilling, taking it easy,
right,
hitting it easy, but you know, being stagnant. You know, because you have worldly fear, really. You know, you don't really trust in Yahweh. You really have worldly fear. You fear of losing certain things.
Right.
You gotta get over that shit.
Quick, time is short.
Get yours, and we'll get back to the forward. We're trying to listen to some prophecy.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the whole point of wisdom. Wisdom is not just one thing. Wisdom is everything.
Yep.
You know, and again, we can go into herbs. You know, we can take a step back and go into prophecy, man.
Yep.
This is what wisdom does, man. It puts you on a level. You know, so again, if you fear Yahweh Shai, you understand what's to come. You know, why certain things transpire and why we're in the position we're in the first place, man. You know, and you can articulate that. You know, certain Jacob, like he was watching yesterday at camp, he just, you know, you don't know what you're doing, man. You're just out here, you're a zombie, man. You know, because you really don't believe, man. You know,
that's a real famous thing. While you said told his girl to go ahead. That's what I did.
Right.
When I see Elwood Wad on the corner, I said, I went, parked the car, stay right here. Went out, been on ever since.
There you go.
Years ago. You don't need, this ain't for you. She didn't even see him nothing. What are you doing? What are you looking at?
Right.
Boy, I had to blind it, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
This Romans chapter 14 and verse 5, and it reads, one man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind.
Yep. That's important, you know, because just because another man believes, you know, you can't go off of his, you know, his lot, man. You know, you watch, you know, certain elders every single day. They don't mean nothing, man.
Right.
You know, what are you doing? The Lord said, you know, bless the man when he returns, shall he find so doing.
Right.
You know, doing what? Just hanging around?
Right.
No, man. You know, doing the will of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, so you have to be fully persuaded. Like, I can't go in your brain and make you believe.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna jump in you know, like some what's this shit called, Space Jam shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, either believe or you don't. You know, some things might not click right away. You know, but patience, man. And eventually you'll find answer, man. If you're really sincere about it, man. Right? No.
And I mean, like, you know, they say seeing is believing. I mean, shit. We can see, like, it's a lot. It's a lot to see. Like, the sign, and the signs speak for itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, so it's like the script said, you know, people dull of hearing and have eyes, they see not, ears, they hear not, and Jake in the spirit of the majority of Jake is in the spirit of slumber until this day. But like, it's so much happening. we seeing so much and hearing so much. It's like, it's like, it's obvious. Like, it's impossible not to believe. You know, I mean, like, you know, we about to get into prophecy. Yesterday or the day before, they said America about to start be testing nuclear weapons. I mean, what are nuclear weapons used for? You know, like
that's heavy too, because the ripple effect that's going to cause, right, is these nations going to start what? They're going to start. We're starting another arms race, man. You know, words like that don't get taken lightly. This nigga's already.
Exactly.
You know,
China talking. China talking ish. You ain't gonna be able to shoot off another one. You know, yeah, man. The dumbest them fighting words.
That smell good. What you got on, bro? That smell good.
So old lady guy.
Oh, okay. She got you right.
Yeah, hey, the Pentagon talking about sending troops and the National Guard throughout the states,
Right.
preparing for civil unrest and riots. What we be talking about? Egyptian against Egyptian. Neighbors disregarding neighbors going in other neighbors' homes. You know, like it's right before our eyes. Everything's speaking for itself. We can see it. Yeah. And not to mention, Esau Edom telling us too. We see the wars and rumors. We seeing the wars and hearing the rumors of wars. We see the nuclear tests. We can see the ICBM missiles. We can see and hear about troops being pushed throughout the states. We can see that martial law is coming. We can see that civil unrest against Egyptian is coming. We can see that famine is coming and food shortages is coming. We can see it.
I sound.
You have that oil. A second, I was gonna say that. Oil. You gotta have that oil. Yeah. Go ahead. Look in the prophecy. We got Joel 3:9.
Okay, I got Matthew 2.
Yep, and now going to. We'll start that first.
Yeah. It's Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? Was, talking about the end of an age. The disciples were seeking, what should we look for? All right? Prior to, you coming back, to deliver us. And the Lord's going to go into it. Right? It says, verse 4, Yahweh shall answer and said to them, Take heed that no man deceive you. Why? Because you got many out here that they're set to deceive. To lead the flock astray. To lead them into a burning building like MLK said.
You want me to read it? I'll read it for you.
Come.
It's Matthew 24, and verse 4. Again, Matthew 24, verse 4.
Yep.
Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5.
Hey, look, because back to the I don't think we were ready at Ephesians. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Yo.
What does he do? What does it do?
It took you that long to realize you're going the wrong way.
And they say we crazy.
Maybe last week you did the same thing.
That's a scary thing. That we live among these people, man. Weirdos and crash out.
He wasn't driving slow either.
Right. It's true. On the other side of his car is only going to be rusted out.
True. Yeah, yeah. He could easily came through here,
Why not?
One of no cars right here,
It's Matthew 24 and verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
Yeah, saying that they are anointed. We've seen that, man. Comfy comes to mind. As well as many others. Because many others of it, the brothers in B-Boy had a guy come up to me. He was Yahweh Shai. What? The
dude with the scarf, Yaju, right?
Something like that, yeah. Like, come on, dude. You're not supposed to be believing these guys, man. Because once again, the Lord, going back to Jeremiah 3, has given us pastors according to his bond. They will feed us with the true knowledge and understanding. Who's who, what's what. In the spirit. And it'll be according to the scriptures, man. Yep.
Matthew 24, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
And shall deceive many. Which is okay, because what the Lord said, the deceive and the deceiver are his, man. And we're fine with that. We're okay with everyone not getting the message. We sleep good at night.
If everybody did get the message, you'd be like, hey, hold on.
Exactly.
You know,
And my teacher, you know,
Right.
we with the right family, you know.
that's what the Lord said about the false prophets. You know?
Yep.
They spoke well of false
They
prophets.
spoke well. And I remember me and the brothers, we had went somewhere. We ran to an IUIC guy, and just asked him, yo, why, you know, what's so special about IUIC? They're the biggest camp, you know.
All you got.
His eyes get big.
Yeah, he was like, yo, we're everywhere, we're worldwide. I was like, okay.
That's that philosophy, man.
Yep.
Wine.
And that's somebody
Yep.
that just want to be a part of something too.
Yeah.
Just want to be a part of something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you get it, because, you know, Jake, we're nothing in the world, man. We spend our lives trying to become something and be something and be respected. So when Jake comes across something like this, you know, somewhat of a decent, you know, brothers, you know, until you find out, you know, especially amongst the others. I'm pretty sure there's some brotherhood amongst them, but some of stuff is coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's like,
Leadership.
yeah. And as the scripture tells you, Sirach, as the leader is, so is the people are paraphrasing. You know? But anyways, let's digress. Slack it.
It's Matthew 24, verse 6. Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yeah, are we not hearing about wars? Yes, we are. You know, if you're tuned in to what's going on around you.
And you can name a few wars right now.
Yeah.
Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Gaza.
How about-
Rumors of wars
Yep.
in India, Pakistan, Israel, Iran, America, China, Taiwan, China. A whole lot of them. Wars and rumors of wars. We can see that. We already there.
Africa, you say Africa?
Oh, with the Sudan. Sudan? Yeah, Sudan. Yep.
Yeah.
They getting massacred.
Yeah.
Thousands.
Yep.
And that's just from like one session. That's from one session of slaughter. You know, but yeah, I was just reading they got this dude. He like one of the top dogs. He claiming he got at least 2,000 bodies. You know?
And the important part is the end is not yet, because a lot of the script is not finished yet, man.
Right.
We got to get into the MOTB, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, we definitely got to get into that, because we in that time. We in that time of prophecy speaking loud and clear is rolling. You want all the answers? See, that's the funny part. Everyone has a way to escape what's going on. You know, but they don't understand the will of the Lord. The will of the Lord is to destroy this place. The only thing that's going to save you is having this wisdom, being part of the elect. Oh, well, you got to go off and start. You got to get a bunker. Or you got to stack up. You got to invest. You got to do this. You got to do that. Do you know what all roads lead into? Jake don't know. You know? Even these guys, these preppers, they don't know what the hell's going on. So you got to have a stash here and then have a stash over there, you know, so just in case you can't get here, you can go there.
That's the saying. Just because you prep don't mean you're prepared.
Correct.
There's a lot of shit you're missing out, man.
Right.
You might feel safe and secure. That's why the Lord said about that security. You know?
Yep.
And security going to be destroyed, man.
That's right.
Ain't nobody safe. Let's stand in the world, baby.
That's right.
It's a whole lot of what ifs.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
You got it, Mike.
Yep. So Matthew 24, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Hey, nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. I forgot the Moabite name, right? But what did he say? If U.S. was to get one off, they ain't getting no second.
That's a dude.
Yeah. You know?
Man, they might off him.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. He put some good shit out. He live in Canada. You don't
Yeah.
bullshit. You talk about secret societies.
Yeah. And look, that's war talk. You know?
I said that's fighting words.
That's fighting words.
You'll get one off, you ain't getting off the second.
You ain't getting off the
That's
second.
like you saying something you about to fight, so hey, you gonna get one punch off. You ain't
Yep,
getting
yep.
off the second.
Make it a good one.
Yeah.
You know? Hey. So, Grandma. Oh, look, that day, she was all right. Hey, I'm at that age, man. Moms and daughters look good to me. Just saying. It's like
Because Matthew 24, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
You got to put in perspective. These are the signs that you should be paying attention to, right? These are part of the signs that the Lord's getting ready to return. He is returning. And he's showing you signs of the earth now. Isaiah 29 comes to mind, the storms and tempests, you know, the uproars of the people. Second Ezra, the 9th chapter goes into. All these things are happening, man.
Hey, I seen some, it said Italy was shut down.
Yeah.
And the people was out there protesting and uproars of the people. And they was keeping that out of the main media.
Yep.
Because how many people knew Italy was shut down due to protests? That's crazy.
I think it says in Mark, it says commotions. Let me see. It's in Luke. Here. It's Luke 21, same account, you know, different scribe. It's Luke 21 in verse 8.
Yep.
I'm going to read down to
Yeah.
Luke 21, verse 8.
Real fast. It says, it's reports going on in Italy concerning the Gaza conflict. You know, the start of the construction and suspension of the bridge to Sicily. It says it's significant flooding in parts of Tuscany. So they're building something, but it's more to it than that. It's way more to it than that. You know? Right. They have money seized, inflation. I'm sorry, tariffs went up 107%.
Pockets. And lifestyle.
Yes,
yeah. Hey, it's not protest against ICE and no King's protest. Is that not uproars of the people?
Yeah.
Yep. Whether it's controlled or not, it doesn't matter. It's still prophecy.
Exactly.
So Luke 21 in verse 8. The point I want is 9.
Yep.
But Luke 21 verse 8, and he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and the time draweth near.
Hey, look, take heed. How can you take heed? You have to be in this thing, man. You know, you gotta be submerged in the scriptures. Yeah. So that way nobody can fool you. Well, I'm the Lord. I'm coming back. Where the scripture say the Lord is coming back a different way, my man. Right. So fuck you. Right. You know.
You go down to the desert, they're not following us.
Yeah, we say Christ here.
But the angel come preaching another message, you know, it's a demon, man.
Yeah, they got the 31 Atlas situation.
Right.
Yeah, it's the alien spacecraft or whatever coming our way. It's supposed to be behind the sun right now.
Oh, okay. So you can see that far, huh?
Yeah, you know. But hey, but when we was bringing up UFOs and spaceships and etc. Throughout the years, we was bugged out.
Mucho loco.
But the government come on UFO declassifications and secrets, and now they talking about spaceships and UFOs. Ain't nobody talking shit now.
Yeah. Because they believe their daddy.
They believe their daddy. Yeah. Exactly. Like you said, they can see all behind the sun, but you don't know the Epstein stuff.
Right.
You could be playing around.
Right.
Be not deceived. It's mentioned Luke 21, verse 8. It says, go ye not therefore after them.
Go ye therefore not after them, man. Right? Because they're leading down a pathway of destruction and lies. You know? Revelation 1. You know? Blessed is he that readeth. You got to read. You got to comprehend what you're getting into, man. Don't just believe what someone comes out their mouth and say. You got something?
I have it.
Oh, well, bring it up.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 3, and it reads.
Everybody's pointing. Everybody.
Hey, you know. Hey, you know what? Hold on. Wait a minute. We just seen that skit. These niggas been here the whole time.
Yeah. They market themselves though.
So that skit probably put us on the map a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because now I got people's attention. Hold on, wait a minute. These was the guys that would just be made fun of.
Yeah. Yeah,
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 3, and it reads, Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
Yeah, you got to hearken to it. Blessed is that man. All right, you're favored by the Lord. And the times that we're in, we need favor from Yahweh Shai, man. You know, Esau's not showing us no favor. All right, family, friends, your woman, they ain't showing you no favor. You know, Yahweh Shai, this wisdom, the brotherhood, man. We're not gonna lie to one another, right? Everything outside this body, be careful, man. And those that claim they're in this truth, that know this truth, you gotta keep an extra scope on them too, man. You know? Well, I am Yahweh Shai. You know? I'm Paul. You know, I'm Peter. I'm this prophet in here. He had a bug out. Used to camp with us. What did he say, man? In one of his videos, he said he was somebody because his brother's name is Darius. So his brother must be King Darius. Bugging the hell out. Bugging the hell out, bro.
Didn't somebody say it was King David or some shit like that?
The book chapter, the Israelites eating bacon.
Oh, yeah.
King David would be on
Big fat.
The spread.
Yeah. He might be dark, man.
I don't know. He might be. Who knows?
Listen to action.
Finish it up.
This is the book of Revelations 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
You got my collar.
Yep. Time is at hand, keeping the words, because you hear again day in and day out. We talk about being sent, rising up B times.
Yep.
You can hear the word, but you have to do the word, man. Taking heed to the word of Yahweh Shai, meaning keeping it. The Lord is saying, Revelation 3 and 10, because I has kept the word of my patience, I'll also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yep.
What is the hour of temptation? Why nobody else talking about the hour of temptation? We're talking about the mark, you can debate all that, but what is this time of temptation the Lord talking about? Temptation from Christianity, that don't fit. From white women, that don't fit. Embargo, that don't fit. The hour of temptation is talking about the MOTB, man. And the CF device, man.
Right.
So because you kept those words, you took heed to that prophecy, you saved your soul, man. You took heed. Listening, right? Just by listening and hearing, you know more than anybody else on the planet, man. You can avoid the judgment that's coming, the evil that's coming. Avoid weirdos and weird situations. Because why? Because you understand the will of Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right. Was that on that Matthew?
I was in Luke.
Luke 8:9. Yeah.
I got a quick precept.
Come on.
Romans chapter 10, verse 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh.
Yep. Faith coming by hearing. You got to hear his word to believe. That's the importance of the teachers, man. Scripture, your eyes shall see your teachers. Where's your heart at? Right? Where these guys out on the highways and byways, man? Where you at? IUIC pop up here and there, but they pumpkin spice down here in Raleigh. They seasonal.
The only time they come out is when it's a big event
Big
going
event,
on.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they want to march 100 deep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
You want to go viral.
Well, don't give them that.
It'll be viral for sure.
Yep.
They just gonna see you get belted.
If you notice, a lot of these skits are really about them.
Yeah, it is about them.
But we take it personal too, in a sense, because you feel that way about all the Israelites.
Lump us all together.
Yeah.
That's true. Yep. That's what you said. We need the Lord to have mercy on us, because we're gonna definitely get lumped in with them.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got IUIC making skits and they glowing and shit. But on a level, you're like, yeah, that's cool. But yo, you put out an image now as what? You're making a false idol, man.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that shit on our side. We might do depictions or whatever.
Right.
We're not making ourselves to a level. We should be humble, man. You should be terrified when somebody do some shit like that to you.
Action figures.
Action figures. You got an action figure. I got
Yeah.
Honda. Oh no, it's IUIC. Whatever. I got Nate. I got Nate in my bedroom. I got my little son with my Nate action figure.
But hey, but when shit really hit the fan and shit get real, a lot of them members in IUIC, they go throw that purple across the street.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell no.
They light on fire, lit LeBron jersey on fire.
Yeah, you see it.
When they get real and they be like, hey, because you got
persecution's coming.
When they start persecuting you and start saying you in a hate group and you a religious extremist and black supremacist and you in a cult and you this, that, and the third, when they really start throwing them titles out there and attaching it to people go disregard all of that and throw their garments and t-shirts across the street and be like, well, hell no, I ain't with them.
Because people are stupid. People don't understand. They don't look up words.
Yeah.
Well, what is a cult? Cult has, just like black, it has a negative attachment to it, man. You know?
Yep.
Yep.
It's like the word racism. And you got paper to your own.
It just pretty much means a separatist.
Yep.
Gay. Call me gay.
Right. So like, it's like you have like you have the Olympics. That's a racist event, right? You want to look at it like that? Well, you know, I'm going for why can't you go for everybody? Why aren't you happy because you know Congo won the gold medal and you know whatever, man? People are idiots. Or slocky.
Right, yeah, why you can't go for everybody?
Right.
Get faith from out here, yeah. Verse 18, but I say, have they not heard?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, verily.
Yeah, there's no excuse, man. All right? There's not going to be an excuse. There's going to be a cloak for our people out here, man. This is the time to be getting the cloak, turning back. But only the right men are going to tell you about these things, man. You know, the true men of the Lord are going to get you right, man. Not getting you right by putting pepper spray in your eyes, you know. Then go run a big punching bag. No, man. This is the way.
Right. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily. Their sound went into all the ends.
Right.
Went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world.
So the Wadi Habashim Shah, he made it easy on this end. In these times, we got the internet, man. That's why look. That's why the internet was created, for this word. And what our people do with it, right? They abused it. They took it and put up twerk videos. You know, they took it and did all types of wickedness with it. OnlyFans, right? But our people not gonna have an excuse, man.
Matter of fact, yo, it's this one movie. It's this movie, and they had Hebrew Israel. It's a couple movies they had Hebrew Israelites in, actually, with Hebrew Israelites in the background preaching. It's even in movies.
Wasn't it Barack?
It's in the one movie with the Woody Harrelson dude in it. When he went, they had ISUBK in there. They was talking to him, and there was another one, like based in like LA or something. Mm-hmm. And they had the Hebrew Israelites out there preaching in the background.
Right. But yeah, you know, our people have no excuse, man. You know, that's why they go run to and fro to try to get this word. Because at the end of the day, our people going to realize this is what they should have been getting the entire time. Going back to Proverbs, the third chapter, you know, somebody hold on, Proverbs 3 and 13. Length of days in our right hand, you know, this thing's more precious than anything you can have, you know. But it's going to be too late for a lot of our people. And once that internet shuts down, Lord willing, it happens soon, our people going to be SOL. Read that last part again. You still got it?
And but I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily.
Yes. And who was attributed to that? The Lord. Look, we're all vessels. You know, Drewski was a vessel. You know? Doing the will.
You got Mike Epps and Ricky Smiley.
Ricky Harris. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, y'all said Ricky Harris. Yeah.
I think he said, oh no, didn't Smiley say something too at one point?
I think they all said something.
I think they did though.
You know, if I'm wrong, you know, forgive me, but I could, you know.
Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
The Boozy.
Yeah. That nigga, man.
Kodak Black.
Your Kodak Black, Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice they all been pulled to the side though.
Yeah, you got to chill with that
Yeah,
shit.
you gotta, you know. Yeah. I'll make you go hump and kiss that wall. Calm down.
They already did it to Mayweather.
Damn.
Kanye, didn't Kanye say something?
Mm-hmm.
They busted him down plenty.
Probably
He was a billionaire. They dropped him down to something.
Look, think about it. How much more? That's how you know that persecution gonna come down hard. Kyrie just watched a movie on it and reposted it, and we condemning this. Yo, man, it's gonna take some thick skin. It's gonna take the spirit of the Lord to really be on us, bro. The people who know your whole life gonna look at you different. That know you gonna look at you different because of the witchcraft that this devil's getting ready to bring, man.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yes, you've been warned.
That's right.
No? You've been warned, man. Why do you think the Lord God is going so hard right now? When you go hard, you eventually come to a stop. You know? This is gut check time. Brothers getting it in.
Video after video.
So when the gavel comes down from your how about you know Shai? What that dude say? I ain't playing with you no more. You do. Yeah, I saw that clip the other day, man. The Lord ain't playing, man. You know that Mike. Whatever you want to do, and then we're gonna get this Joel.
Okay. It's Luke 21, verse 9. It says, but when Luke 21, verse 9, but when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not afraid, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by.
Yeah, be not afraid. Right? Because this is going to terrify a lot of people. Right? But we know these things must come to pass to get to the kingdom of heaven, man. You know? So we welcome these things. Right? We welcome it. We're going to be caught up in it. You know, we're going to be around it. Maybe think about Psalms 91. Right? But the Lord's going to have a hedge over us, man. Okay?
I got the word of commotion.
Time.
Etymology online. It says violent movement or agitation.
Right.
Emotional disturbance.
Don't you see that going on? Once again, if you're watching, agitation, you know, an emotional disturbance. Look what's going on in D.C. You know, look what's going on in is it Oregon, Portland? You know, troops out there too. Uproars going on.
Well, you know, they sent them to Memphis too. Remember,
Yeah.
they rounded up like 600 people in a week.
Yeah. You know, my perception on that is, you know, they're trying to calm it down because they got that plant out there, man.
Yeah.
You know, and people are getting the uproar because of that. Them bills is going up. You know, they got, I forgot what plant it was. It's like some plant they got out there.
They build them up for Elon.
Yeah.
What's that? The AI facility?
Yeah.
The water.
All of that.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yep. You got it, my caller.
It's Luke 21, verse 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Luke 21 and 11.
Hey, look, if I may say, that's how you know these not the people, man. The earth supposed to be at peace if they're the true people. There's not supposed to be any wars going on. Right? People gotta sit back, like, you guys sit back and question and ask these things, man. Esau did a pretty good damn job, man, of distracting our people. And everyone else, man. Fuck it.
Luke 21, verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall be there. Great signs shall there be from heaven.
Right. And you're seeing these things happen. Once again, if you're watching, you're paying attention. A lot of people don't turn the news on. They don't have these apps on their phone where you get breaking news. You know, they got Snapchat. They got all these sports. You know what I'm saying?
Social media app.
Yeah, betting apps. And all this madness, man. But there's nothing wrong with it. But at the end of the day, what good is it when this place is crumbling, man? You know?
And when you mentioned we gonna be in the midst of it all, and then you brought up commotion, which you know, what, like violence,
It said violent movement, agitation, emotional disturbance.
violent movement, agitation, emotional disturbance. We all human. We all gotta go to grocery stores to get food. So and you already got videos and reports of people going to jail for stealing. I just was reading earlier, two nigger women went to jail because they was stealing and they ended up beating up a couple of the workers when so they could leave the store, and they ended up going to jail.
Damn.
Now you know we all gotta go to grocery stores. This gonna be people gonna be stealing. People gonna be acting up, emotional disturbance, agitated, aggravated, upset, mad. We gotta live amongst these people.
And that's just off the rumor of them taking away them benefits. If the bitch was just patient, she would have just waited a couple hours, she would have got her shit.
Right.
Well, and then too, also they was incriminating themselves.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit went
man.
down.
Yeah.
Recording yourself.
Right.
They watching your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dummy, you just the one chick, she made it on the news app. She went viral for showing off what she stole. She showed off what she stole and was telling people what to do.
Yep.
You just went viral. Now the people at your job probably gonna see that.
Yep.
You ain't thinking. Your supervisor, your manager.
Yep. Somebody gonna report your ass.
Yeah, somebody gonna report you. If you made it to the news app, I'm pretty sure whoever you work for, wherever you work, they seen that.
Yep.
You know? So Jake's stupid. Jake record themselves committing crime and they doing the police work.
Right.
They telling them themselves.
I got a quick one for you, then we're gonna jump back. It's Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Yeah. It's Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
That's how you know it's in power.
Yep.
Even you can say, of course, past that Ovid, shit ain't never been the same. But before you want to go out and have a good time, it was possible, But at the end of the day, that's that Matthew 24th chapter, that wine is not with a song, man.
Right.
You got shit you're worried about.
Right.
You got bills to pay. You got baby mama drama. You ain't really happy and content unless you're a billionaire. And even billionaires, they're bugged out. They don't get no sleep. It's more so the elites. If you're not in that elite class,
Right.
you're not living, man. And again, you're not getting your fair shake. You complain about basic shit that you should be being provided by your ruler.
Right.
It's because he's a demon, man. He's never satisfied, and he don't serve Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
So that's why the whole earth is mourning.
Yep.
Not just the people, animals.
Yep.
Wildlife. Every documentary you watch, motherfucker talking about there's 2 of these bitches left, and they in captivity. It's sad, man. Because who's in power, man? Esau.
Right. You put that in the chat, you have me rolling with those monkeys. It's like, yo, they got all these things inside, and you just let them loose.
aggressive on top of that.
You know?
Why?
And they're infected.
Why do you have them on a semi-truck?
Right. Why they being experimented on? Who's doing that?
I'd be mad too. I'd be aggressive too. Yeah, what niggas doing to me in here?
And the monkeys, I looked up those type of monkeys. Those monkeys are like the ones that rip your faces off, man.
Oh,
Damn, aggressive.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, they look bad.
They made sure to put aggressive.
They Jake monkeys.
They
They ain't the one Michael had.
You see Planet of the Apes, you fuck around with a monkey you want to.
Yeah.
You little motherfucker strong.
Yeah.
Bear. Wicked bear for the people want with a righteous on authority. People rejoice, man. Because why? Because the setup of the kingdom of heaven is going to be more than fair, man.
Yeah.
When the righteous on authority, we're not going to be doing some nigga shit, man. We're going to be following the laws and statutes and commandments of Yahweh Shai, man. On the land Sabbath, They ain't gonna be splitting up families, you know, butt breaking and weirdo shit. That's what Esau did, man. We're still doing experimenting on animals. You know, this shit got rat ass in there. Your cologne got rat ass.
Right.
You trying to be righteous, smell good, and shit got anal glands.
So what? Yeah. Right. So when God said He can keep the law perfect, what? My God, how? How? This dude is tainted everything, man.
But that's why we look for a kingdom where righteousness is the standard, man. That's in 2 Peter 3, man.
Yep.
You know, this ain't it. This ain't the place we lay down and say this. Oh, this. No, man. Hell no. We on this damn side block, all uneven. Jake back hurt.
Yep.
This ain't the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, even if you got money, man, you not happy, man.
Yeah.
You're weird. You on drugs. You know, you got yellow, purple, green hair. You know, watching the damn NBA game yesterday, every nigga got their hair colored. Why can't you just be a normal nigga? You already can dunk, got tattoos. Why you gotta have red hair?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Painted nails, nigga dunking the ball, instant replay.
Hey, look, blonde hair. Indo.
Spirit. Nigga dunking the ball in slow mo, you see nail polish.
What?
Ah, fuck. Niggas be painting nails in the league. John Moran do that shit.
Dennis Robinson started that trend.
He did get weird. You know? This is hell, man.
I've been noticing a lot of YN dicks fucking tattooing their faces. And they be stupid shit they be putting on their faces too. The women too, they tattooing their faces too.
Only in Babylon when that's allowed. In the kingdom of heaven, that's not going to be happening.
That's right.
At all.
You talking about on your face? I know doing it on your arm hurts. Your face?
You want a Joel? That's it on that.
Yeah, thank God. Get that Joel 3.
Okay, Con. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, that all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
So going into that season, we know if we hear so-called peace talks, that ain't happening, man. No, they got a peace deal. No, they don't.
Right.
Not all the peace deals in Gaza Strip.
I was just.
Spirit.
Yep. Yep.
There ain't no peace, man. That's
Go ahead, start slacking.
Script chapter, peace and safety.
Good.
Ain't no peace, man. It's wartime, baby.
The Russia and Ukraine, they were talking about peace and the war stop, and they ain't stopped yet.
Come to the table.
Peace is the block and the bazooka. That's the peace they talking about.
I got something real quick. Because this is why peace wasn't. This is not the time for peace, man. You gotta remember who's in power. Our people don't realize who's in power.
Right.
This is Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. So you gotta remember, who's red? So-called white man. They different shades of red. And power was given to him. Job 9, earth was given to the hands of the wicked. Who's the wicked? Malachi 1 and 4. Edom. All right, his offsprings. They're deceivers, man. They are wicked. And they've been given power to take peace. How's he taking peace through his blessing? His blessing was a sword, man. And as long as this man's in power, what the fuck you think he gonna do? You know? He gonna slay. He gonna slay, whether it's through the pen or whether it's through the food, whether it's through his medicine, whether it's through the clothes you put on your fucking back, whatever the philosophy, the doctrines push out here, however he's gonna use it to destroy you. And that ultimate sword is being furbished now, man. The missiles. Where we at?
Okay, Con. This
You
is
looking for a precept?
Yeah, I'm looking at Isaiah 59.
Con. It's not in them, man. They don't sleep unless they cause one to fall. You know?
The whole the chapter you read on.
Yeah.
But this is Isaiah 59. Isaiah 59, this is the point. Verse 8. The way of peace they know not.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths.
Right. There's no justice. There's no judgment in their goings, man. You gotta remember, they were created to be the wicked. What's that scripture? Exactly. And all the scripture also say, can a leopard change his spots? Yeah, or he don't fit skin. Even him that's accustomed to do evil, do good. The answer is no. Right.
This is iron rusted, so does his wickedness.
There you go.
It's, Isaiah 59, verse 8. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace.
Yeah, whoso follow it. That's why you see a lot of our people, these actors, these entertainers, they go out there. Be careful with your sword too, bro.
Oh.
After the ways of this man, they find no peace, man. All right, always got on fucking dark ass shades, always on some damn lean, on some damn dope, right? Because they're taking on his ways, man. You got it.
Yeah, I asked Chad, how many years has America been at war since its inception?
Right here.
It says since 1776, the United States has existed about 249 years.
Bam.
You know, we know what 250 means,
Yep.
right? It says of those, it has been at war or engaged in military conflict for roughly 230 to 235 years, meaning the nation has been at peace for fewer than 20 years total.
Damn.
For over 2 centuries.
So it's always been wartime.
Oh yeah.
Less than 20 years.
It's less than 20 years, bro.
Since 1776. And that's just this here in America.
Yep.
Imagine again the heads of the beast. Come on, man. And that goes into that Revelation 6 and 4, man.
Yep.
You know, he has that sword, rules
Yep.
by the sword. He sits on that horse and rules by the sword, man. The red horse. Probably read that again, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it again. Somebody get that in Genesis. His blessing. I think it's Genesis. I got it.
94% of U.S. history has involved in some form of active conflict.
94%. I saw something where all the wars that America was at war with, it was one country. They never stopped warring. They're still warring to this day. Me and Hawaii had looked it up in one of our live streams we did one time. I'm like, damn, this man, ever since he started war, he has not stopped.
Hey, what about Israel?
Hold on now.
Wait,
Says Israel was founded in 1948.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that's all about. Come
Yep.
on now. Right?
Yep.
As of 2025, that's 77 years of existence. Of those years, Israel has been at war or armed conflict for about 69 to 70 years, leaving only 7 to 8 years of relative peace. So that's 90%.
Wow. Hey, what did the Lord say? There's no peace to the wicked. You know?
And that's that relative peace, man. It was still some shit.
Relative peace means definitely some shit.
Yep.
Call it so-called peace.
Damn.
I mean, not in an official war.
Right.
There was still some missiles and rockets flying here and there. So yeah, so history and that track record speak for itself.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm gonna bring this real quick, Bubba Shot. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, and I started let me see where we at.
27 and 38.
Yep. It's Genesis 27, and I started 37. It says, and Isaac answered and said to Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren, and I will give to him for servants, and with corn and wine I sustain him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? Right? Because according to our custom, firstborn supposed to get, the blessings. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord had other plans. It says, verse 38, and Esau said to his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And you ever see a white boy cry? What's the first thing they do? They get them fingers and stick it back to their hip. Ah, bless me. You gotta visualize it, man. Dude, what the fuck, man? Oh, Jacob. Yeah, about to have a heart attack.
That's not his mom. That's why he hit his mom.
Yeah.
Real. All right. Yep. Yep. It says, and Isaac, his father, answered and said to him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Right? So this man can go anywhere the fuck he wants. Right? He in Jamaica right now. Benjamin don't own no beaches over there. You know what I'm saying?
And they trying to block the beaches off from the Jamaicans.
Yep.
You stay on that island. You can't even go to your own beach.
They building up fences and walls.
Yep.
And stopping them from fishing and
Yep.
and having access to the beach.
That's all the islands except for Cuba. You know,
Yeah, but Cuba's still a
they're stuck in the 50s.
communist state, right?
Yeah, they're stuck in the 50s, man.
Russia's supposed to.
Yeah. You know? But reading on, it says, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. It says, And thy sword shalt thou live, and thou shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So his blessing was the sword. And this is what he did with his blessing. Back in Revelation, I'm going to read it again. It's Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse representing power, right? That was red, and power was given to him. That sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. So, backing up, going back over this again,
It's like you said, at the time of wars and rumors of wars, it's a time period of continual war, man. And who would fit that bill? Esau, man. Always being at war in that conflict, right? Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, proxies.
And that's
That's Esau. He would fit that task, man.
right.
Job 9:24, the first been given into the hand of the wicked. And what else is in his hand? The sword, man. He has the world and the sword, you know? And that's how he rules, man. So that's why, again, he's trying to preserve his power because he knows he's a temporary blessing, man. When he hears about the 250 years average of empires, you best believe he's grabbing his hair, you know, pissed off because he knows he run out of time, man. He has a time period.
Yep.
And we're in that time period now, which you just read up earlier, Matthew 24, what shall be the sign that coming at the end of the world? That world is eon. So Esau's eon is now, man.
Yep.
And it's coming to an end. That's why he's losing his damn mind.
His era. This is his era.
It's time to shine.
His age. Yep.
His age, his era, his time to shine. You know, we at the end of it.
That's why he's getting exposed.
And he acted a fool too. He showed out his era. He acted a fool. His age. Showed his ass.
Yep. So and look, what I tell you in Ezekiel 35th chapter, when the days of war of my father ended, where I slay my brother Jacob. Now that's been up to this day. Once he got that blessing, right? And he mourned for Isaac. You know, was it like he was born for 7 days? After that, it's been on.
No time.
You know, and the Lord, made it to where Esau had made peace. There was peace. When Jacob seen him, but
it was safe for later time.
Exactly. So you got precept?
I was going to bring out that Jeremiah 49 and 10 right quick. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 10. That I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not.
Yep.
So before the judgment is the exposure. Because Esau, he has to be brought up on the crimes he's committed on the earth, which he's still committing, man. And the point is he's running from it. It's going to say he shall not hold himself guilty. He does all this evil, and what does he do? He blames the accuser of thy brethren. He's trying to deflect, because he hates being called Esau, because that's who he really is, man. Yep. He was a little squirrely. He's trying to listen to the word too. I saw you, big dog.
He like wagging his tail.
Yeah. He was
hey.
You might think we got food or something. We do, but not.
What up, champ?
Maybe down there. They got some shit down there.
I got something real quick.
Feed us in that thing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, lead us with some food.
Yeah.
I got something real quick. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3 says, "Let no man deceive by any means, for that day should not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition."
Esau got to be revealed. So where is Esau? If not where, who is he?
Yep.
Esau is in power in these last days. That's, as any real biblical scholar, Esau is supposed to be in power.
Yep.
You know. So who is Esau? You know. It would have to be the man in power, man.
Right.
The people you can't talk about.
And it's not those Arabs either, man.
That's some stupid shit. Right.
You know, it makes no sense. And they know that. Just like they know this place is Babylon, man. The daughter of Babylon. They don't want to admit it.
But too bad, so sad. You've been found out, man.
Yep.
You've been found wanted, right? The Lord's servants and prophets figured it out, man. You know, pulled your card, man, and that's why you mad. And that's how you know. That's how you measure time. It's prophecy. So Esau, he knows that. So with the prophets being raised up, that means guess what? Jeremiah 28:8.
That's right.
The kingdom's going down. That's why he's so mad. He'd be happy if he was an Israelite. If you who you call, you know, so the white man, if he was really Jacob, he'd be on this side over here, man. Rejoicing. But no, he's in his blessing already because Esau has been blessed right now, man.
That's right.
And that's why again he's mad because he's getting ready to lose just like last time, man. Esau had the Greco-Roman Empire. You know?
Yep.
He has this empire. And he's still lost, man. Who was that nuisance? Jake, man. You know? That's that perpetual hatred. That's the Lord's making an example, man. Just like how in every movie you have the good guy and the bad guy, man. You know? Bad guy's in power, about to lose his shit.
Yep.
It's like every damn Marvel Capcom movie, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep. You got that.
This is Joel, chapter 3 and verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears.
Yep, things, you know, that you're farming with, those are going to become weapons, right? So the money that they're using, right, on their economy, they're going to take it and put it towards war.
And North Korea is known for that. The people in North Korea is in poverty and starving, so they could, so North Korea could put all that money towards ICBM missiles.
Yeah, China, about 2 or 3 years ago, they said there's not going to be such thing as leftovers or throwing food away. You're going to have to pretty much, you know, we're going to have to save, you know. You can't be wasteful because that's money. That money is being put towards war, you know. And like Trump said, nuclear, it's an arms race now, man. Which it always been. They're just letting the people know about it now.
Let the weak say, I am strong. Verse 11.
Are they not saying that now? All these other nations are talking shit. You know? The hell with you, America? Oh, you know?
Man, what you expect when you got our soldiers on TikTok twerking?
Bruh.
Wearing booty shorts.
Bruh.
Man, come on, man.
A lot of niggas go to the military just to be dealing with women, clapping cheeks, man.
Yeah.
You know? It's like going to college.
I think that's worse. I think that's worse, bro. I be in some of them stories, man. Cause you know, college, you know, yeah, that happens a lot. But in the military, them bitches be coming up missing. They be coming up deleted. You know,
on their own base, right? Amongst their own fellow comrades.
Yep. And you know, it's funny because they don't take, you know, the Army don't take, adultery. They take that seriously. That's why a lot of them girls be coming up deleted. Oh, I'm gonna tell, you know, high-ranking official or somebody.
It was a lot of cases going on at that military base in Texas. You know, a lot of rape situations and women coming out speaking, but you know,
there ain't no place for a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Only why she in there is look, Jake is fighting to escape these goddamn curses, man. Instead of sitting there fucking brown black ass down with a man and being fucking content. I want to be all. I want to be independent. I want to do something. I want to be able to shoot a gun. I want to have a goddamn dick. That's what it is.
That's another reason why most of these women was joining. So they could get certain for free.
For free. It's coming to an end now, man. Finish it up.
Joel 3:11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Right.
Yehoshaphat.
Yep. Which is the Most High's judgment. You know? The Lord's gathering these heathen up for our sake, man. That's why the Lord said, you know, wait ye upon me till I rise up to the prey. The Lord's gathering to pray now, man. We ain't got to do nothing. What?
2 Esdras 13.
You know? Did we lift a finger when we was going through the, it wasn't the Red Sea. I forgot that sea. When the Lord delivers out of Egypt. Was it the Red Sea?
Yes. No, it was Gulf of Suez.
Gulf of Suez, right.
You know,
Okay.
the Gulf of Suez is the more narrow part.
Yeah. But we didn't lift up a finger during that time. How much more now? You got it, boy.
This is Ezekiel chapter 30, verse 3. I'm going to read the NIV version first. For the day is near. The day of the Lord is near.
Isn't that what we're proclaiming? Right? The day of Yahushua, man. Okay, there's nothing that anyone can do about it. All right? Nothing Esau can do about it. Nothing, man. Nobody. Go ahead.
A day of clouds. A time of doom.
A time of doom. And this place is going to see a doom scenario like it's never seen before. Matthew 24 backs that up, man. A time like it's never been on the earth. Why do you think the Lord is shortening the days? As the scriptures continue, it says in that chapter as well. You know? Soon come, instead of monkeys hopping off a freaking truck, gonna be people that's been experimenting on. You know what I'm saying? You know? So they can have an eyeball in the back of their neck.
Newly created peace.
Yeah.
Some World War Z type stuff.
Yep.
Just release an infected human that's just bugged out.
Yep.
They just go and start attacking people.
Or them niggas that was in jail locked up.
Exactly.
Socialized, they break loose.
Yep.
Whole bus of them.
Yep.
Now they in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know what I'm saying? In their right mind, they grabbing on. I mean, imagine if a nigga was been in jail for how long? 10, 20 years. He come out in the free world and seen these females walking how they be walking.
They through. Hey, brother, seen that movie Life with Martin and remember when they got old and they finally got out and it was like I think it was to the baseball game and they was looking around like
everything changed.
It was like, hey, Claw, you know. Like,
Yeah.
You know, people were looking different, man. Whole new world.
A time of doom
Hey,
for the nations.
it's like Damon on Friday, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, you niggas, man, you in trouble, man. You heterosexual, niggas out here that, think you super tough. You gonna be some tough niggas out here, man.
Yeah.
And they booty warriors, man.
Yo.
Matter of fact, Fleece Johnson, didn't they let him out?
Yeah. Yeah.
He talking about it on the damn.
He viral. He be on a whole bunch of stuff.
That dude, man. Shit.
You are a booty warrior, bro. You watch Boondocks?
I mean, Boondocks, yeah. They had
Yeah.
that.
I like y'all, bro. That's the
like shit, I want
them
shit.
niggas, man.
Yo, I never forget. I was in middle school. One of my friends, his uncle had came home, and I said, "Yo, man, we can go and roll on out." All right. So, what's going on, man? I said, "Yo, man, my uncles came home, man. He only used to men. You know what I'm saying? And we in middle school, so we like, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Like he didn't want no woman. He wanted nigga.
That's what that nigga was.
See?
Was it Friday? There was a party.
Yeah.
Look at that mic. What's good?
Mike.
See them. Who's that nigga?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he said he won't worry about no hoe.
Don't worry about them hoes.
He
Had
put out
the books on him.
yeah. He play that role too good.
No.
Hey, imagine these asylums and psych wards. Get
Michael Myers.
we talking about men in prison. Imagine the true people like to scream they crazy. So we talking about the real crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know, with the schizos and the people that see stuff and hear stuff and biting their face off and trying to bite other people, like that got the straight jacket with the face guard on. Imagine they release dumb people out into the public. Man.
Yeah, dude.
Talk about Gotham City right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Because people like that really exist, and they got a place for people like that. Them people locked up.
What size of the land?
Yeah, man, it should be burnt.
Yeah.
Why you got them on the earth still?
They got them all locked up in the facilities.
Yeah, but they were doing experiments on them too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the shock. What they got the shock treatments where they be shocking them in the brain and
Shots and medicine.
That Batman movie with
Joker did it to
Harley
Quinn.
Yep. And then the one what's the Scarecrow with the dust, the shit he sprayed to make people bug out.
Takes life.
all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to read the condemned now.
We just talking about crazy motherfuckers.
Remember last weekend the dude was doing something.
He was the place the whole time.
He was running the place the whole time.
Now that's demon time.
Yeah. You got it's gonna be monsters, apparitions, and the Lord is gonna release spirits, and spirits gonna be jumping on people, and people gonna be going crazy.
Sci-fi.
Yeah.
You got it.
For the day is near, even the day of the Lord is near. A cloudy day. It shall be the time of the heathen.
Mm-hmm. And the Lord's getting ready to bring judgment upon the heathen. All right? When them ICBMs touch down, man, that's all she wrote. You know? And the Lord gonna keep the spirit in their bodies too to feel it, man. You know, we know Jake gonna feel it. But how much more of these heathens, man? Who the Lord has a disgust for. You know, the Lord really doesn't care about you heathen, man. I want to get that real fast because I haven't dust off that one in a minute, and then we're going to get right back. Get 2 Ezra 6 and 54. You know? Lord don't give a damn about you heathens, man. Drop dust his way up on a scale, man. And the Lord's going to prove it in these days. You know? 2 Ezra 6. Yeah. But the world was created for our sakes, man. And we getting that rulership back. You know, your Howard Shah, King David, the 12, the 144.
2/3 of our people want to share with everybody.
Right.
I mean, come on now. The Lord said the heathen is our inheritance.
Yep.
Did the Lord take that inheritance and promise back? Who's the heathen?
Right. Right.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54. And it
jump
reads,
right back.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Yeah. Isaiah 41, I think, comes to mind. Jacob, who I've chosen. You know? Isaiah 41, Isaiah 40, around the 8th verse, somewhere around there. All right? But the chosen is Israel. Right? Through process of elimination, it's so-called blacks, Latinos, and American Indians, so-called Negroes. Right? Go ahead.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Lift your voice up, son. Keep going. Oh, Lord made the world for our sakes, man. You know? And we're fighting tooth and nail to get it back. Okay? Go ahead.
As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
So the people that also come from Adam, right? We all still go back to Adam. But the Lord said they are nothing, man. Outside the chosen, they are nothing. Nothing is nothing. Go ahead.
Thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I just spit. You think I'm going to go home and think about that while I'm laying in bed? No. No. That's how the Lord feels. And you heathen are going to learn that these latter days, man. All right? Think about Jacob's trouble, too. They're not going to get no assistance. The Lord's not going to be looking to take care of them. If the Lord's taking care of a heathen, it's an assist, an elect member. Believe that.
Right.
You think the mixed multitude that came with us out of Egypt, you know what I'm saying? The Lord used them.
Man, that's the reason why the Catholic Bible, the Catholics
Already know you're gonna go ahead.
Yeah, took out the first and second Esdras because of what it said.
Yep.
They got all the other books in there but second Esdras, the first Esdras, because it's going into
You can see these goddamn devils, the glass all down to the nose.
Yeah.
Oh no, we can't have that in there. Oh no.
Take that out.
Yeah, we gotta take that out.
Too much truth in it.
You got it out.
Second Ezra 6 and 56, and it reads, Thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Worthless. Right? Worthless. Now you're gonna have your worth in the kingdom because you're gonna be working for us. You know? But in these times, the Lord's gonna show you really nothing, man. Because these nations are built up with pride, man. They are very prideful. Esau, Ishmael, Moab. You see that Moabite Xi Jinping, how his face looks full of pride, man. All of them, man, they're fucking dogs, man. They are fucking dogs, man. They ain't nothing. But you see a heathen walk by, with a suit on, or look like some type of status. What do they put their head down? They pull up their pants. Fuck these niggas, man. And the Lord's gonna show it, man. There was nothing the whole fucking time. You got it.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Look, reputed as nothing. And you're going back to it. You're gonna do what you gonna have to do on this side. But it's gonna be the last fucking time you lay a fucking hand on us, man. The last time. And we gonna remember every fucking thing. From the first time we went into captivity up to fucking now.
Yeah, because there's a lot of horrible things they've done that's not spoken about or kind of pushed in the darkness.
Right.
Because of how horrible it was.
It's shameful, man. Tell them what these other heathen nations got recorded what they did to us, man. Like, who knows? Popping your child in front of you, man. No might in you. We fucked up, man.
Yeah.
The Lord fucked us up real good, man. That's why we out here sighing and crying, man. Ask the Lord to forgive us and the judge that held these fucking heathen, man. Go ahead.
These heathens, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us.
Be lords. Can you imagine? You pet owners out there, your dog telling you what to do, right? Got you on a fucking leash. He's sitting on your couch, Indian style, with some teeth. You know what I'm saying? These are people that without the knowledge, man. They're straight brute beast ruling over us, yo. You got it.
These heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
And to devour us, man. That's why we seeking Yahweh Shema Shai, man, because we're tired of it. Right? And that's why the Lord's gathering all these heathen in the Middle East, man. The Most High's judgment is getting ready to go down. But before that happens, there's going to be signs leading up to the Lord coming. Because the Lord said, should it be fire? How's it go? No.
Should it be fire on the earth if they are already kindled.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it is. But hey, look, it's going to be other things that transpire into the, before that, gets to that height. Because look, the hour of temptation has to come. And we'll probably end off on an hour temptation. But get that 2nd Ezra 9. We're going to go through some of that chapter. You can start at the top.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Right. Well, we're measuring. We're trying to get these prophecies correct, man. All right? This is the season for these things to be popping off. We don't have another 10, 20 years, yo. The devil told you Operation Warp Speed. Warp Speed? Who do you think that is?
Agenda 25, Agenda 2030. We there.
We here, man.
And measuring the times, okay. We see wars and rumors of wars, okay. Signs in the heavens, okay. Blood moon, lunar eclipses, solar eclipses, okay. Planet parades, all uproars, earthquakes, yep. Okay. All uproars. Like we measuring, we got it all out. We got it all out on the table. Okay, this is digital IDs. Okay.
Yep. And when you put up, it's funny now. You put a puzzle together. You got a few pieces up, but you can still see the vision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got it out.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And the Lord is visiting the earth, man. Through his what? Through his judgments. Yeah. What's that? Zephaniah 3, the just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning do he bring up his judgment to light. Yeah, man. Lord brings judgment to light. Yeah, and the unjust knoweth no shame, man. So the Lord is always constantly visiting. You don't want the Lord to visit you. That's what we're telling our people. Make no tarrying to turn back to the Lord, man. These are the times to be measuring the times, man. All right? According to what the Lord says. Because if you measure to what these economists say, the economists tell you this place is fucked. You know, they're just scared to tell the people. This place is done, man. And when the people really realize it, it's going to be too late. You got it.
Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yeah, so the Lord spoke about these things. These are going to be signs, man. All right? To look out for. What is else to look out for? The next, event, the next, folly? Nah, man. We're looking for the signs that the Lord said he was going to bring prior to his arrival. So we get the fuck up out of here, man. I'm tired of working for these devils. I'm tired of... look, I hate a fucking alarm clock, bro. I hate it with a passion.
Snooze.
I hate it so...
2 minutes later.
You sit up on the edge of that bed, you just be like...
You got Edomites screaming and crying. I gotta go to work and act like everything is normal.
Yeah. And that's all because that woman wants to rebel, man. Once again, she don't want to be upon the authority of a man. But the Lord's changing all that. These women will submit. They will submit, brothers. Remember, it's coming. We the prize. We the prize, man. And when you realize that, you don't chase a fucking... Huh?
It's chasing us.
Exactly.
Everything has gone the way backwards. Yeah.
You may be in the flesh, you know how it was. You in the flesh, you see something you like, you go get it. But for the most part, they supposed to be chasing us, man. And they gonna chase, brothers. They gonna chase.
And you see, and some women do chase, and some women do chase, but they just chase men of of stature or have money, you know, like
So what?
The pride gonna shift.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Pride gonna shift. Instead of them chasing Chris Brown or whatever other celebrities, they're like, I said Chris Brown, that his concert this past week.
Right.
Bitches is paying $1,000 for a meet and greet, or I said a woman to be in a relationship with her man, but to have Breezy or Chris or something on her nails, Well, that's about to shift, because now they gonna be like, girl, you better get you a man.
Never.
Better get you one.
Never.
That's a good talking point, though. That's my elder Wada was going to. A lot of women gonna get rejected.
Yep.
Y'all still not right. Y'all still doing the same shit. Y'all meat hopping, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Box for beans.
Yeah, box for beans. The price of box gonna go down, man.
Yep.
They already said it's going down. They said it's gonna be $40 again.
Everybody's selling that box. You ain't special.
Hey, like the elder said, I'm walking bar. You better learn how to make some bread. You know what I'm saying? You better learn how to get some flour, the cheapest stuff you can find. Because you know, shit. Most people know how to do that. Easy to go for a can of beans. You know? Yeah. But shit.
Don't nobody know how to make no bread.
No more big mamas anymore. All the grandmothers is 20 and 30 years old now.
That's fact. That's fact.
The grandmas don't know how to make it. Some of these grandmas don't know how
Yep.
to make it either. You got the great.
Well, yeah, you got to go back. Yeah.
Yep.
Know how to do
Go
it
back
now.
a few generations.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get it.
It's Isaiah 19 and verse 16. Isaiah 19 verse 16. In that day,
Make sure you don't block that sign too, bro. The dude was like, yeah.
Isaiah 19 verse 16. In that day shall Egypt be likened unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua of hosts, which he shaketh over it.
Yeah.
You get it, go ahead.
Yeah, is the Lord not shaking? Is he not using this devil as what he created him for? Yes, he is. Right? And the major way he's shaking things up is through that fucking pen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Exactly. As you said, likened unto women goes into being emotional.
Yep.
Women are the weaker
Yes,
vessel.
yes.
So you have men on here like you always going to. Men on here crying, boo-hoo crying like a female, man. That's Jeremiah 30, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we're not even at the cusp of what's really about to be happening, man.
Yep.
You know, but Egypt being like on to women because why? Because like you say, Esau stirring shit up, man.
Yep.
It was commotion. We went into etymology earlier, man.
Yep.
Emotional damage, man. They, women, men, they all out here being emotional. Because of why? Because ultimately because of prophecy, right? Think about shaking the hands. It's business, like the Lord's business.
Yep.
His word, you know. Habakkuk 2 that you thought was made void. It was tarrying. It's not a lifetime. No, it's here.
Yep.
You're subject unto prophecy. That's why you crying. And all you gotta do is repent. The Lord's hands out still, but guess what? Jake gonna do? I'm gonna do me.
Yep.
Jake will be on his ass, crying, boo-hoo, and still won't let go of that pride, man.
That's right.
In jail. Got no bookies. Nothing on the bookies. But he's still proud. Nobody calling for you. Nobody looking out. Ain't nobody visiting you. You checking. Anybody coming today? No. You know? But the word of the Lord is here still. And you still giving.
Yellow hair.
Yeah.
Beat up like
Keisha to pull up on you. She been to your dumb ass is gonna get locked up.
Right.
She been to you getting locked up. This nigga dumb.
Yep.
She got another nigga ready.
Yep.
You know? But again, this is mostly props. People unstable. Yep. Again, a prime example is just, I mean, listen to what we're saying, but sometimes you see the background shit, people are bugged out, man. Driving on the wrong, you can hear a commentary. People driving on the wrong side of the road. Niggas in the park screaming like Legion.
Yeah. I was thinking about that when earlier.
Or running in place for 2 hours.
Right, bitch. Yeah. We've been doing camp all week, bitch, still running. I mean, that's that shit. She's still running. I mean,
demon time.
Right? Damn, what are you running so much for?
Damn.
She's getting ready for JT.
Yep.
You know? She better run a little bit more.
Give her a reason to run.
Hey,
right.
At least she is exercising and running, because a lot of these nigga women is all out of shape. And
well, you want to bet? I bet she don't got a man.
Facts.
And if she do, he probably
Facts.
of the nation.
Nah, he be running with her. You got to run with that.
You saw me out here running downtown by herself.
No, honey, I will put on my Brooks. I'll go with you. I fuck with Brooks though. Yeah, they're comfortable.
That shaking, man. The Lord is shaking this shit up, man.
Yeah.
Controversy. Did not Yahweh try to say, I come to bring division, I come to bring peace. I'm not coming to prove by y'all, bring everybody hand in hand. I'm making people fight against each other.
That's right.
Mother against mother, brother against sister. You know? Because why? Because privacy, man.
Yeah. You know? And plus the Lord knows that y'all don't like each other in a way. The Lord knows that.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Mother-in-law can't stand the daughter-in-law.
Women in the house together.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Two different personalities now.
You got it.
I'll start at 4 again. This is 2nd Ezra 9:4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yep.
For like as all that is made in the world at the beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
So Esau's age has a beginning. All right, and now we're coming to the end of it, man. And that's a beautiful thing. To water y'all by Shem Shah. Scriptures say better is the end of the thing than the beginning. You know, we're getting ready to be let free. You know.
I wonder how many careers shake my heads we got.
Yeah.
You just shake your head, your neck muscles strong. This place is wicked, bro. All you can do is just shake your head, man.
Facts.
The prophets and apostles of old, they cried and it was bugging.
Yep.
The shit that we see now, we just shake our head to this. That's how you know we leveled up in the spirit.
Huh.
You
Oh, they was pulling hair out.
That's what supposed to be, you know.
Ripping shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ripping garments.
Ripping garments. Plucking their beard hairs out.
And we just shake our head to that shit.
Right.
But it's Proverbs 23, verse 18. It says, "For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off."
Yep.
So, surely there's an end, like the saying goes. All good things come to an end, man.
That's right.
You know, this whole so-called America shit, Esau being in power shit, the white man in power, all the books you go through history, white. It's over with, man. We're gonna hear about Rome, we're gonna hear about Greeks.
Right.
We're gonna hear about England, wherever the hell Esau has his thinking ass, man. We don't care no more, man. Book
Right.
closed, chapter closed. You gonna tell a story to our children. That's that nigga.
Yep.
This is the man. What?
Yep.
He had the nations shook.
Yep.
He ruled in anger. He almost had his NWO fulfilled.
Right.
And the Lord was laughing at him. That's him.
Mr.
How Jake B looks here.
Yeah.
Roasting. He's on there looking through. In his real estate, he
Right. Yo, the Whitakers, yo. I'm telling you. What's his name? Ray?
Yeah, weird. That's what you going back to.
Barking. It sounded like he was barking.
Yeah.
You want pizza today, Ray?
No, yeah. Going back to that. That's what happened to Nebuchadnezzar.
Facts.
So
Yep.
he was, and it was years. It was just a couple of days.
Right.
He just, and you read it, secular history, you don't hear shit about Nebuchadnezzar after that happened, man.
Yep.
Because one, he got humbled, and two, the nigga was bugging, man.
Yep.
He was bugging.
Yep.
And they said after that so-called incident, what happened to him, he was out there braying and
Yep.
acting like a damn cow, mooing,
Yep.
You don't hear nothing from him no more, man. He kind of just faded off in the distance because he got humbled, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel said that to him, man. And that, as soon as that happened, man, you best believe, man, people were scared and shook.
Yep.
That's the same thing the Lord's doing with Esau. Is there any more wisdom in teaming?
Yep.
This dude is an idiot. All the nations around the world are laughing at Esau.
Yep.
The only reason why they're not stepping in yet is because they know this nigga got the sword.
Yep.
He got the sword, man. And that's why ultimately the Lord got to come, because that sword, literally, you can receive, man. Yahweh Shai, all right, he gave him that blessing at that time, man. Isaac. Yep. So that means Isaac, the Spirit had to take that back, man.
Yep.
Because he didn't let him for that till he be taken out of the way. Esau is souped up. He's literally, when you talk about the movies, plot armor.
Yep.
Nothing bad can happen to this nigga. Like, damn, it'd be a lame ass scene. Nigga get his ankle scraped or something. He supposed to get his head chopped off.
Yep.
Them scenes like that, it'd be lame as hell. It's like, bro, he supposed to die. Bitch jumped out of the helicopter and landed in Tumble Road, and she dodged the bullet. Missile, bitch, go like this, dodge the missile.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, why does this die? But it's because the story got to continue. Without that character, the movie don't make no sense, man.
Yeah.
So that's what the Lord did with Esau, with the spirit of Cain. Cain's spirit got pushed on to Esau, man.
Yep.
Because that story had to be continued. Okay?
Hey, just like us, not being done away with.
Mm-hmm.
The story wouldn't make no sense if we was done away with already.
Yep.
So that's why, again, it's important to go into these scripts. Nothing makes sense without the scriptures, man.
That's right.
When shit happens, it's crazy. Oh, this is biblical proportions. Everybody knows it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
But what does that really mean?
Even if they don't believe in the Bible.
Exactly. Even if they don't believe in the Bible, they know this shit is bad.
Some people wishing it was already here, waking up in the morning like, damn, I'm still here.
I gotta get that ambulance. One to the side.
Yep. It's 5 and
Yeah. Yeah. Get that Amos 5 because we're gonna go back to this. But I had a coworker tell me that she was like, all this stuff is going on. I just take me away. Just take me away. I don't care where it is. I'm tired. It's in this. Yeah.
That's the spirit of Esau. That's the spirit of Esau, man. He'll believe himself, everybody around him.
Yeah.
He's a weaker vessel, man.
Hey, I know. Did y'all see the video brother posted? It was like a small clip of a Jake. He like, I don't got nothing to lose. Like, he said basically, I'm just taking up space. Like, he said I'm a felon. I ain't got nothing to lose. Pretty much ain't got nothing to look forward to. He like, I'm basically ready to crash out or just take him away now.
Man, it goes into despair. You know, when you're so low, you don't got nothing else left in you, man. You know, but let's talk about that, man. You're not supposed to be yourself.
Right.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 18, and it reads, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord."
Yeah, all you weirdos, you know, in the Christian churches, right? You know, you want the Lord to come back, talking about the rapture. What happened to y'all, man? You rapture believers. You know, what is the date wrong? The calendar?
Right.
You know?
Hey, look, that's why Scripture says, Noah set forth us, the apostles, last. You know?
Thinking JC gonna come, they portray to you with the stringy hair, blue eyes, he gonna come my son. You know, he gonna get everybody up. No, man. You're not. First off, talk about the setting of the Lord returning. It never says it's gonna be a happy time. Nowhere in the scripture say you're gonna be happy. It's gonna be like Disneyland. Look, it's the Lord. You know, like you see Mickey Mouse. He's gonna be running. That's Revelation 1:7. Oh shit! What is that? Oh my God! You know, running, tripping. You know.
Yeah, and what happened? And if they got this, what happened to like a thief in the night?
Right.
Yeah, you think that nigga coming back?
This is who I be. This is who you believe.
If he coming back, I just want to say, if he coming back, we're going back to captivity.
Right.
If you see this again, that means we're going to slavery.
This is why people. This is who you really believe in right here. This face. This is why people really fucking believe in, bro. That's what you want to come back to save you. That's what you want.
See, there you go.
I was in the Jake house. I just happened to take a picture there.
See?
Same picture.
Same picture. Right?
Oh no,
That's good. Yeah,
there
you go.
He's
There
on
you
the
go.
way.
That's him.
You know,
Fuck out of here,
man.
No, I've been seeing
that's
crazy shit.
Come on, man. You've been lied to.
Wow, this is 2025.
You've been lied to.
Hey, look, the only person that was watching the feed when I put this up, they went off. Damn, sorry, but not sorry.
Is that your king?
Right.
Look, it's about truth's sake. If he really look like that, okay, cool.
Right.
But he don't, man.
Don't.
He don't. It don't make no sense.
Going against the scriptures at all.
And nowhere in the scriptures talks about him being pale and having long hair. That's against the law.
Right.
It's not biblically sound. That region, they'll tell you, oh, now he olive though.
Okay, green and black.
See,
Right, yes.
Yeah, where all them niggas at? You know, what is that? You know.
man. But now, no, the talking point now is it don't matter what you look like.
All of a sudden.
Okay, cool. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So why they change it? Why they change how you look?
Exactly.
It's an agenda, man. You know. So we're gonna do that.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
Yep. So who's that talking about? It's not talking about us.
Right.
Okay, it's talking about you that don't know what the hell's going on. Go ahead.
Keep reading, bro.
So what end is it for you? The day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, is darkness and not light.
Yep. So what is it in it for you that you've been playing around, you know, still eating pork, shrimp, ham, lobster, committing adultery, calling on JC, you know, taking the juicy juice jump shot with the MOTB in your right hand or your forehead. What does the day of the Lord got to do with you, man? Besides being destroyed.
Right.
It's a day of darkness and gloominess. it's a terrible day, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord's not coming again to be friendly. That time, man, you know, them get on the cross, taking all the L's, getting beat up, spit on, pushed around, talk shit about. That's not gonna fly in this time, man.
Nope.
He's not coming back as a man. You're not gonna put him on no cross.
Right.
You know? Because why? Because this is the day of his vengeance, man. The Lord knew that this day was coming. I'm gonna get my get back. You know how that shit feel.
Yo,
you know?
When Jay got that mind on get back, nothing you can do. You better stay out of his way. This is the king of all Jakes, man. You know?
When he got revenge on his mom.
That anger had not went away.
No.
But to him was but yesterday, man.
Exactly.
You know, one day unto us, one day unto the Lord is 1,000 years old to us, man.
Yep.
That shit was yesterday, man. That shit's fresh on his mind. You know? So the Lord, again, he's taking it personal.
Yep.
You know, he is offended. You know, and the Lord, again, like he said, I'm sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, right? Talking shit, being nasty, doing all this weirdo stuff on the earth, you know, splicing and mixing and remixing.
Yep.
The Lord's pissed, man. When the Lord, when the angels, when they did, you know, during the Genesis, the first chapter, the creation story, you know,
Right.
when the angels, Elohim said it is good, it means it was perfect.
That's right.
What are you doing? The earth is perfect. It's like with the word of the Lord. You don't have to add nothing.
Right.
It's another book. You know that book? You know what I'm saying? That's something I last week. When they update, go crazy. No, man, the DLC. You gotta download another disc. No, man, it's a complete work, man.
Right.
It's done. It's written.
It's written, man.
It's finished.
You know, and that's who we are, man. The Lord pretty much telling everybody to shut the F up, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because right now we're dialoguing, we're preaching. This is a luxury for you, man.
Yep.
It's a luxury for us. You know, this is gonna be done. And once that happens, you know, it's over with, man.
Over.
No hedge, no protection, no way out, man. Proverbs first chapter. The Lord, to add insult to injury, he's gonna laugh at you.
Yep.
You know, and he can do that to the angels, which messengers us, man.
Yep.
You know, we gonna be laughing. We're laughing
I
now,
was
man.
about to say, we laughing now.
Yeah.
See, when they be on there crying, matter of fact, I was laughing. Was that the one you shared the one video? She was like, "What the fuck?"
But
When you said, "You know what I'm talking about?"
imagine walking past a bitch like recording or something, going, like, "What the hell?" Whole car shaking.
Yo, I was dying. Yo, that
Yo.
shit was funny as hell.
I was in the store.
She was like, "What the fuck?"
I was.
Hey,
Yo, it was a real one. I just bust out laughing.
I was in the store yesterday, and the lady in front of me, she was on EBT because I saw the car she had, and she was only able to get half her items. And the lady was like, you know, well, whatever you don't have, I can put it back for you. And the lady was putting stuff in there, looking back at me. I said, "Don't, you're not doing this today." I will happily say I can't help you, man.
That's that pay it forward shit they be looking for.
Well, she was looking like I don't have enough, so right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so she looked at it.
And I looked behind me, and there was an Edomite behind me. Oh, the Edomite, he was looking like, I wish that bitch would ask me. You know, so it's gonna get hard out here for these people, man. You know? I wanted to do a lesson on it, but I didn't get around to doing it. Through, man.
Hey, man, today the first, man. Shit, people do that shit now, today.
I mean, they feeling it, but you know, they put something, you know, they passed something.
They had a little contingency, supposedly.
But yeah, hopefully instead of
No,
six.
I mean, I looked it up. They said a lot of people ain't get it.
Well, good. And the one, you know, hopefully instead of getting $2,000, they got like $100. You know?
I looked it up today. It said no. They said some judges passed it, but ain't no telling when or.
Right.
But yeah, I think they said as soon as the government opens back up, it'll be immediate.
Yeah, when the government opened
So
back
they ain't
up.
open back up yet.
Yeah, but they didn't get it.
Stay close. Was
This
that
is the book of Amos, chapter 5, and verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him.
that's a fucked up day. You run from a lion and you run into a bear. Go ahead.
Slakia. What's that movie? The Revenant. With Revenant. Yeah. Have you seen that movie? The
With
beginning.
Leonardo DiCaprio, when he was hiding inside the horse or whatever that was.
Nah, just watch the first type in YouTube, go to the beginning scene where he had to go through that bear. Bro,
Yeah, bears are done.
yo,
You're done. Yeah, you're done. Bear, unless you got a strap or something.
Even then, that bear
Yo,
gonna eat
yo,
your first
bro.
bullets.
that shit, yo,
Yeah, bear, yeah.
it'll put in perspective what the scripture's saying. Saki, you got it.
Tearing them up too.
Bro, yo,
Bear.
Yeah, they showed the trail cam when this dude tried to outrun a bear on a bicycle. Man, that bear was keeping up with his ass.
He's not even breaking a sweat. Look
Nah.
at he playing. He like
All them strides.
I'm stretching. I'm getting warmed up.
I think the bears run about 40 miles per hour at full speed. Yeah.
They're tanks.
yeah,
You know, like grizzly bears.
yeah.
They're like 8 feet, 9 feet tall, man.
And the polar bear is the biggest one.
Polar bears.
Them shits, yo, man.
Polar bears, that's a different breed.
Yeah,
They say them like one of the most dangerous ones too.
Everything to them is food.
yeah, yeah.
Everything is food.
This is the book of Amos. Damn, mine is 50 miles per hour.
Mine's food. But they heat up, so they don't taste it. Especially desert shit. They got certain times where they'll take turns.
Yeah,
They're not gonna chase it down the whole time. Bears will chase it down the whole time.
Yeah.
And they running up the tree and all that shit.
Majority of the women hunt. The lioness, they the ones
Yeah,
that do
yeah,
all
yeah.
the hunting. Yeah.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
And that serpent's Esau. You know, you got away from all the other troubles. You know, you escaped. You know, the famine, the pestilence, right? You got through all the sword and the violence that was in the city to get yourself chipped.
Damn.
That's it, man. And guess what's coming next? Missiles. That alert on your phone if you got a phone.
Right.
You know, and the shit gonna be so quick and brutal. You know, these hypersonic missiles, how fast? You know what hypersonic means? You're not gonna hear that motherfucker.
Right.
He's gonna be gone. It's gonna be a flash. Your shit gonna slow mode. Like it says in what's it? Zechariah. Your eyes consuming in the
14.
holes. Yeah, man.
Yep.
That's the plague. You made it all the way to lose the worst.
Yep.
Right, the worst way.
In the worst way.
Damn.
And then to add insult to injury. Wisdom Song, the 5th chapter.
Yep.
Men that you call was making fun of. You saw Drewski, them.
Yep.
Them.
Yep.
Again, feet they lifted up. Gone. And you wait a minute.
Right.
You know, a lot of thinking. You got a lot of time to think, man.
Strangers of their salvation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they gonna, what does it say? They gonna say within themselves. That's that dialogue.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
That's what you call light flashing before your eyes.
Like you said, slow mo. Everything goes slow down. Like,
Yeah. But that's
million thoughts. Right?
but that's science. They say that. When you about to die, they say you slow down, man.
Yeah.
That's what's called. Flash, light flash before you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
You want to start from the top or to the point? Yep. This is Wisdom Psalm 5:1. Then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no accounts of his labors.
That's what's happening now. You know, we're telling Esau to his face.
Yep.
Reading Ezekiel, prophesied out to Mount Seir.
Yep.
You know, that's what we're doing. Going to the gates of the nobles, right? Obviously, we don't have authority to go up to Rothschild's house and knock and say, "Hey, brother, the Lord." No, we on the internet, man.
Right.
And the internet, the unicorn. That's how it's getting to the nobles, man. When they get these reports, how many Israelites were out at camp today? They got all that information, man. They know exactly who was out, man.
Yeah.
They know you by name, your address, they know your license
Everything.
plate.
You know, when you put up a video, where you put it up at.
Yep.
And the people on the comment boards.
People on the comment boards.
They know who you affiliate, everything about you, man.
So that's how we're standing up in the face of such who have afflicted us, man. Because why? Because we're bombarding him with truth.
Yep. Think about it. Scripture said the angels of the Lord encamp around them that fear him, delivered them. Don't you think they would have been laid hands on us if they could?
We don't tempt the Lord, but we know there's a hedge, man.
Exactly.
Because what would the story make
Right.
sense without the prophets?
Right. Reading on, Wisdom of Solomon 5:2, it says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they look for.
Terrible fear.
Yep.
You ever been so scared, like you say, scared out of your boots? That's a different type of fear, man. You know, like your face turning pale, you just froze. You know, can't move. Your brain's all fluff, and you know, that's what you're gonna be dealing with, man. You know, and you're gonna see, you know, just like Yahweh Shai prophesied as well. You know, all these terrible things happening. All right, we're gonna be delivered before the presence of our enemies, man. You know, they're gonna see us, man. And really, of course, Esau, but Esau, at least they're going to slavery. They got a different timeline. You know, they're gonna get grabbed up. Right. You know, but really going to Jake, man. The wicked of our people. This is going to the wicked of our people because if you read on down in Wisdom 25th chapter, it says they're repenting and groaning. Yeah, see?
Yeah, I'm reading.
Go ahead.
Yeah, verse 3, it says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach.
And that's Jake, man.
Yep. We fools account his life madness and his end to be without honor.
Esau say that same rhetoric,
but
more so going into, this is Jake, man, that bought into that bullshit.
You
know, that did the working of the devil, man. You know, grabbing up brothers and, you know, imagine. Because remember what happened with Peter. Right? He got hemmed up and thrown in jail, and then he got let out, man. You know? Like, how the hell you know? That's what happened in this time, man. You get put up for a bounty, you get grabbed up and hemmed up, and you in that bitch. You in there. You know, the Lord said you're going to tribulation 10 days, and somehow, some way, you get out. You know, some miraculous miracle, or they just
you walk right out the front door.
And, or you know, spirit hop on somebody to get you out of there, man. A lawyer say, no, get him out. You know?
Or a guard.
Whatever. Exactly. That's the point, bro. You know, they did, because again, going to that time of persecution, it's going to be Jake. That's going to be the forerunners of us getting persecuted. The wicked of our people. Of course, Esau funding it. You know, best believe if you see no kings protest stuff, what would stop Esau from doing that for the Israelites? A protest about Israelites, about what we doing, man. You know, and us getting lumped together with all them weirdos on these blocks around here, man. All the ABC camps.
I was like, yeah. He did. Yeah. Yeah, you know, who knows?
But again, this is the time we're coming into.
Right? It says, verse 5, Wisdom of Solomon 5:5. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints?
And that shows you how little they think of us.
Exactly.
That's your auntie, your sister, your brother. They think so little of you and what you're doing, man. That's what it's so puzzling. Like, how? It never even read life for a second. Like, damn. Not even for a second you could have considered maybe I might be one of them men, which you say Lord's will. But never for a second they thought that we might be, you know, one of them men. Not even for a second. They would have thought Snoop Dogg or whoever the hell they come to pass. Maybe you gotta be a man of Lord.
Drewski. Huh? Drewski. I made people laugh. You know? Hey, mercy.
You know? The same man you thought was weird, you know? Is a man the Lord's been dealing with. That's how the Lord works, man. Right? He's honored amongst the lowly. That's why he's among publicans and sinners. He wasn't around them rich cats and you know, the big mansion houses. Because in Jerusalem, Jake was chilling, man. You know, especially the them of rank. You know, the wicked scribes and Pharisees. They was not bums, man. They was in the best part of the city. They was getting funded by the Romans, and they was living good, man. That's why they cared about their position so much, because they was in league, man. You know, but the Lord's not dealing with them, man. Your Nate's at least he repent, you know. Talking about his network, which whatever, that's your money. We're not counting your money, but some ain't right, man. And we know you're not right. You sold out, man. Especially because more so about what you're teaching.
That's right.
You know. And again, the Lord is gonna have a lot of you in this case scenario, man. The Lord said in Matthew as well, they're gonna be gnashing teeth.
Weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Yeah. You know? Lord. What do you imagine that?
Had one of the best breakdowns in Israel on the name. Come on, man. That was a dope breakdown. You know what I'm saying? He was in the spirit when he did that.
Yeah. He lost the oil.
Hey, look, so we gonna finish out. It says, verse 6, therefore we have erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it.
That's what I was going to say. Seek the Lord while he may be found. It's too late to be contemplating and thinking like that then.
You
should have been doing that beforehand, man.
Right.
You know?
Why you have liberty?
Why you had liberty, man?
That's why we was going, yeah.
It's a spirit, bro.
You got no time for
While
it.
all this shit is happening, you thought this was just
Good.
a joke.
Right.
You thought we were just talking shit on the corners the whole time. What we're saying is true, man. And especially when it's Anime Arcade, where the beast is made mandatory, you know it's over with, man. You know? And a lot of you gonna take it just like you did with that juicy juice, man.
Yep.
You know? Because you're not paying attention and you're trusting in your enemy. You know? Or a lot of you gonna be drafted to war.
Spirit.
Right, we in them times, man. You know, so that's why we
That's
put our
big
trust in
marketing
our
themselves
side.
right there. They probably looking at the skin because they keep looking bad.
I'll take my difference on that piece. That's good though. More eyes, more judgment.
Yeah.
So when shit start getting crazy, especially in so-called America, it's because, like you say, you can't do nothing against the truth before the truth. More eyes are on this truth.
Yep.
More eyes, you know, it's mocking, scoffing. All it's doing is adding, you know, think about the power up, you know, games. You know, that bar is getting filled up. Until the Lord say, you know, fuck this shit, man.
Yep.
You know, Heavenly Father send you how it's shine. Lord, they gonna wait 1 second ounce of damn, I should wait. No, he can boom.
Yeah. Boom.
You know, it's gonna be over, you know. But that's pretty much it, right?
That's it. Yep.
Hey, so with that, hey, those words edifying. As always, we give all praise to Heavenly Father, to the only begotten Son.
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Kakodash.
Welcome once again to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Shalom.
Wow.